enough of your dome that I want more. Oh God, that's too much. That's too much. There you go. Perfect.
Yeah, that's
Oh
exactly
my
right.
God.
Uh,
That's like the dawn of Mercury or something. That's nice.
Yeah.
Oh,
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 that guy's gonna be our DM in a couple weeks.
oh.
Oh yeah, yeah. Goddamn right.
Mhm.
If I survive England with Aiden, I don't know.
Yeah. So what's the gag
All
on
right,
that?
we're rolling. We're jumping ship October 15th, coming back the 22nd. I already
MEA.
got the whole planned. Yeah, MEA. He turned 18
Oh, sweet.
uh, yesterday.
Oh
Oh,
wow.
nice.
So yeah, so he'll
Cool.
be of drinking age.
Happy
So we're gonna
birthday.
go up and do some ale tastings and Scotch tastings in Inverness. And
Okay. So you're gonna go to Scotland too?
oh
It's
yeah, no,
not just
I
England.
got this thing. I got this thing planned down to the minute.
Uh-oh.
Um, yeah. I mean, we are going, just to give you a feel, landing in London, checking out London that morning till 2 p.m. Then we're driving through Cambridge for a cup of tea. Then we're going to Lincoln to hang out with my buddy Johnny Knobs and stay with his family and check out all the sweet shit in Lincoln, which is in the North Midlands. Then we're going up to York, Durham, Alnwick, Lindisfarne Island, Bamber, Berwick, and then going Edinburgh, St. Andrews, up to Inverness, down the other side to Carlisle in the Lake District.
Oh,
Then we're
nice.
going down to Bath and check out and hang out with Robert, who's
Oh my
with his
God.
arboretum and yeah, and his
What's
new growing operation.
what's
And then
that
we're
code
gonna
for?
go. Uh, yeah, and then we're gonna go see Stonehenge just because, I guess. And then we're gonna go to Oxford and Stratford and catch Othello in Stratford, and then roll back to London and stay outside of Heathrow and roll out at like 6 a.m.
So you said this
Damn.
is a 3-week trip?
Oh yeah,
Is that
it's
is a lot of
it's
ground to
really
cover.
covering. Yeah, it's a lot,
You guys got
and
a rental?
I like to consider. Oh yeah, I got my Citroen.
That
I like to consider myself a latter day Aragorn. You know, tracking through. I could track through Britain,
We all do,
like
Horton. I
like
mean,
like he could like he could track through Dunland, if you know what I mean.
I don't know.
sure,
Like one of my
sure.
least favorite
Like,
things in the world is to drive on the other side of the road. That freaks me out.
no, I'm an old pro. I do it
Yeah.
like while I'm spinning
On
plates,
highways, it's
and
no big deal. On little roads, it gets hairy. But
it gets real hairy. Well, when you go to visit Robert, he's in the middle of nowhere in Bath, and literally the streets. It was crazy. It was raining, and the little hedges got smaller. The hedgerows are up like 12 feet tall, and it's a 2 lane highway, but it's like 6 feet wide.
yeah.
It's
I, I, I'm
insane.
I'm
And there's
getting
always trucks coming at you.
yeah.
Yes.
Always
Yeah,
trucks.
totally. Oh,
Why?
is that a lorry? Is that a
Is that a
lorry?
lorry? Yeah,
Yeah.
it's a
Oh yeah,
lorry.
yeah.
Oh.
I'm getting
So
very
it should be sweet.
strong. I'm getting very strong Tom Baker Doctor Who episode vibes when you describe that.
Yeah. You're
Yeah,
not
which I
wrong.
like.
Yeah,
Fourth
well,
Doctor.
not too far off. Yeah, not too far off. I mean, it's I'm so excited. Can't wait to do it. Hopefully, we both make it back. I wouldn't bet on it.
We already bet
Hopefully, the young
against
one
it.
makes it.
It is
When you
on
when you
FanDuel.
Well,
That's a
every
prime
time I
bet.
leave the country, it's a coin flip as to whether I'm coming back. So one of these days, I'm just not.
when you see Robert Horton, give him a smooch on his pooper hole from me, will you?
I will.
That was a
That,
really
It's
specific request.
yeah, and Robert would be cool with it, I'm
yeah.
sure.
It's so great to see you, Chris.
Oh,
Yeah,
it's
it's gonna
wonderful to see you. Oh, this is your son. This is your boy. Ah, wonderful.
yeah, he's kind of the original Hobbit. He's got a couple little girls of his own.
Does he really?
And they're about they're by, let's see, what were they last year? So they're like 5-7 now.
Wow.
So I'm gonna bring Prezzies.
That's great. That's great.
Yeah.
Robert
Yeah,
McDougal.
no,
What a nut job.
yeah. What a nut job. Solid family. Everybody's rocking and rolling. Robert McDougal and Johnny Knobs, my two buddies over there.
That's good.
Can't get greater names than that.
Johnny Knobs, yes.
Well, that'll be kick ass.
Yeah.
You guys will have a ton of fun.
Yeah, I'm excited. I'm really excited. But that's all the more reason why I'd like to get some shit locked down before the 15th of October, Rise of the Rune Lords one. So then when I come back, I'm just putting finishing touches and rounding, dotting I's and crossing T's ahead of our mid-November. Timmy, when do you think we're going to be done with this adventure?
Well, I was looking at the stuff, and we can play this for a couple of years. It's not a big deal, but we've already played it for a couple of years. But I was thinking maybe November 3rd might be my last one, so you can get started.
Okay,
2 weeks.
that'd be perfect. That. So you do like the 17th.
So mid-November for you.
That would be perfect.
But since
I think that's what we kind of planned.
Since I heard that you're leaving, maybe we should skip the time that you're gone, and then let's see here. What is my calendar saying? So we could go either play next week, then
Bruno's out.
And then so we'll skip the 13th. No, we'll play on the 13th and we'll play on the 27th, and then on the 3rd.
Oh no! I just got a rebuke from Rito. I said, "Where are you at?" He said 8. He said 8 start time was what was on Slack. What the fuck got you guys so antsy about?
Oh
no! Damn.
That's
I'm going to the principal's office.
That's spicy.
That's not his profile. What the fuck?
Yeah.
Well, I might have. Well, maybe I interrupted something. You know what I mean?
Well, maybe, but
you mean he had his hands just all the way in some corpse's chest cavity, removing organs?
Here he comes.
No, that's Killer.
I'm just stopping in for 15 minutes to say howdy. Well, howdy, Willard. How the hell are you?
We should all just be laughing and having the best time ever when he comes on.
Hey. Chill. My mom just said to me the other day, she's like, Chillstrom's in town. You got to hang out with him. So Mary's looking out for you.
Yeah, Mary knows I'm in town.
Yep.
How does Mary know you're in town?
Keep talking more.
Or doing that one.
Nothing goes down in Minneapolis without Mary knowing.
Yeah.
And Facebook.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay. Oh, Facebox. I got you.
She's like, I think
you're not playing tonight. You're.
Nah, I'm going to LA tomorrow. I got a lot of shit to do.
Hey, now why are you not playing?
He's got to hang out with Jason Biggs all week. He's got to store his mental energy.
Whatever happened to that Jason Biggs thing?
We did it. It's done. We're now we're doing kibbles and bits, dogs. Kibbles and bits. Kibbles and bits. Got to get me some kibbles and bits. And I hired Bitter. Some Bitter's coming on down with me.
I mean, who's the celeb on that?
Yeah.
You hired Bitter?
Yeah. Well, freelance. Yeah. Bitter's coming to LA with me.
Wow.
That sounds fun.
Oh, that's fun.
Just like the good old days.
Yeah.
Where are you guys going?
Our hotel's in Santa Monica. I'm not sure where the location is. Somewhere out from there.
Yeah.
I want to chill in Santa Monica.
I want all sorts of shit hitting slack from you fuckers this week. Like we need a lot of documentation.
Yeah.
I want live stream video.
Bitter doesn't fly until Wednesday, but I'm there tomorrow and Tuesday. So
Well, when he gets there, give him the old Hollywood Velveeta treatment, if you know what I mean.
I know what you
And I
mean.
want the aftermath on video. I want it on the call.
I know. What
Give him the old Armstrong poop the pants treatment.
Is that the treatment you have going on? Is that the treatment you have going on right now, Tim?
Yeah,
Sometimes
it's
pooping
new
your pants?
and old.
Pantsless.
Pool and a pond.
Hey, tell, did they sell that ad agency or did he just bow out?
He
Uh
Uh-oh.
oh.
a woman and he sold
Agency
his
is the
share.
problem.
Did you say that it was all because of a woman?
Yeah, he hates women. I think probably the easy, you don't have to ask him, but probably the easiest way to sum it up is he found himself owning an ad agency with someone he would never have started an ad agency with, and they didn't always agree on what they should do next. So it was just easier to sell and get out. That's the really short version.
Fair enough.
Yeah, fair enough.
I mean, I'd give you a longer version, but I don't know if I do it justice. So you should probably.
Well, that's what happened to Bruno and I when we had our 8th grade lawn mowing business, Lawn Cowboys.
Lawn Cowboys.
Yeah, we had different visions, and we had to break up the company.
We did, but
Bruno's was assless chaps, and hers was so just wear t-shirts.
yeah, Horton was all about rhinestones, and I was more into raw hide.
Yeah, exactly.
Enough, but it just, how do we put this thing together?
Yeah, Cox broke down, and
we
just decided
only
it
had
was
one
better to-
client, Mrs. Eisenberg.
Yeah, we did. Adam Eisenberg. Do you remember that? Mr. Eisenberg with that big hill?
Yeah.
Oh,
She was a stickler
God,
on trim. I thought we were doing a good job. I guess not, but
yeah. No,
I like
we
to
were
think
terrible,
you guys
probably.
envisioned yourselves as just young Patrick Dempsey's from Can't Buy Me Love, and that was your inspiration.
right. Looking to work in the gigolo bit a little bit,
Yeah.
and at least I was.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Not with old Ma Eisenberg. You can have that one.
Well, that's where he planned to start. I mean, you gotta seed that
That'd have
fur.
been okay. She would have taken care of us, I think. You know,
So
Yeah.
in a good way.
So Willard not only is I'm okay with Willard playing tutor. I highly encourage it if he really wants to get his hands dirty tonight.
Oh,
Play some tutor.
Oh.
Toot,
hands
tutor.
filthy.
You want to play a turtle?
You know, that's not a bad idea.
Yeah.
Just know.
That might be a good way for Willard to learn how the basics of it.
There's
Do
not
we have a
much a
character
more easy
sheet?
character. I could send a PDF to someone if you want them. I'll send it just in case.
Yeah, go ahead.
Can you send it via text? You got his number, don't you?
I don't know if I do have his number. Why don't you send me his
I
number?
thought I sent you his number when you were doing your.
Maybe.
Yeah, try to send it to him.
Northern
He can open it.
Minnesota swashbuckle.
No doubt it was. Freaking. All right, let me first get this thing all set up and download that PDF.
All right. While you're doing that, let's talk calendar real quick.
Hold on.
Yeah.
I want to talk to Till before he drops off the call. How's your old man?
Oh yeah.
Pretty good. I watched the Vikes with him. It was my first Vikes. He's home, which is good. He's he's a little, he's missing a step mentally, but the brain takes a long time to heal. So he's pretty good though. I mean, compared to where he was a month ago, it's amazing. He still walks with a walker, but he's doing PT for that. In a couple weeks he goes back to the urologist. They're trying to get rid of the. Hopefully, in a couple weeks they can get rid of the catheter, and he's got a feeding tube in his gut. So hopefully he can get rid of those.
Jesus.
And if he can get rid of those two things, he'll be pretty normal. Just a little slow. So things are looking up. So
Good.
Mary's
That's
getting
good.
a little just tired of being full-time caretaker.
Oh,
but
for
you
sure.
can't blame her.
That's a lot. That's a ton.
Yeah. Timmy, before we talk game calendar while Till's on and Chill's on, I just want to throw out, I mentioned this before, but the Frericks clan is coming up for the week of Thanksgiving. And I'm hoping we can get some sort of, a group meetup during that time. And I know it's the holiday weekend, but we're planning on coming up probably like the Saturday or Sunday before, and then staying through like Friday or Saturday. So I don't know if everybody's working that week or taking some time off, or if we, hopefully we can catch up with people on a smaller basis. But if there's a way to set up a group event during that time, it'd be great to see everybody.
John, throw those dates up on Slack.
Yeah.
Or shoot me a text,
and then we
just so I
can work on it.
Yeah.
Okay.
Do me
Yeah, do it on the
do me a
general
favor. Can you
channel.
just text me those too? Because you know
Son
how
of a
Slack
bitch.
moves.
Yeah. It
I'd have
moves
to
quick.
dig for it. Yeah, shoot me a text on it just so I can kind of put it on the calendar.
Okay.
I
do it, and
And
put it on Slack
procedurally,
for me.
Chill, are you on Slack yet?
Ow, you son of a bitch!
No, I'm not.
not on Slack.
Oh, you got to start slacking off, brother.
Big time.
Yeah, we
Will
gotta
do.
get him on the general channel.
Who's in
Rito,
charge of Slack? Is that
Can you
still
help
you, Phil?
facilitate that for our guy? I don't know how to do that.
Yeah, that's me. I'm in charge
Well,
of
that's you.
technically the
You
Slack.
do it, man.
I think almost anyone
Channel's
can ask.
AV.
I'll try to do it. Slack me his email. I need his email to do it. Slack me his email address, and I'll try to do it on the flight tomorrow.
All right, Borg.
Have Jason Biggs do it for you.
Have Jason Biggs. Have Orson
Not
Bean
you,
do it
Jason
from the
Biggs.
grave, Till. Yeah, send me your email, Borg, or somebody, and then we'll get that over. Oh, who's that?
That's Reggie.
Oh, that's the rascal. That's
Reggie.
Reggie's biting me. See, look, he's trying to take my arm off right now.
He's
He's a
frisky.
rascal.
He likes role-play nights because he can bite me, and I can't really attack him back.
Hey, Smoke Laredo, did you see that Captain Willard's on this deal, or what the fuck?
Wait, Rito's still animating. It takes a full.
Here we go.
It's a full round. Full round action.
Go on, Willard.
Oh, jeez.
What's happening, dude?
Nothing.
Same old.
Nobody buys that, man.
But welcome back, Cotter.
So,
Right on. Thanks
so
for
Willard,
sharing.
we managed.
Yeah.
We managed to raise Rito from the grave, but we weren't able to recapture his corporal form. So it's just his spirit.
You get the blue
I got
demonic chick.
Like Greg, the brain didn't really come back with it, but
Right. It's an improvement, really.
it is. I'm
Hey, I got
other
a
than
question.
yelling at Horton in text, I'm pretty normal.
Yeah, take him on here. We gotta take my nuts off there, buddy.
What's up, Willard?
Little harsh buds.
What's
You
up?
must be losing that fantasy.
Horton, shut up.
So when I
Story.
logged on at first, I could see you all like Brady Bunch style. Now it's like one at a time. Do you know like technically how I get back to?
You might need
Oh.
to get your
Just
screen.
click
Like-
one of the pictures. I don't know.
Yep. Yeah.
Did that get it back? You little
Uh,
fucker.
working it. Don't worry about me.
Hey, you guys,
Yeah.
check
I guess
out
I
Go
just
around with
scroll
it. Just
check
through
out
them.
check out the chat of this Discord. See if you guys if that PDF uploaded. You guys see it there? Can't decide if it's gone
The chat of this Discord.
through correct or not. Like it's sent right.
Now you're asking a lot.
I know.
I got just landed. Wave to say hi. Is that what we're looking for?
Milo Reno, PDF
Fumble.
did this send?
Yep.
832.
832. That's my password.
Borg, can you see?
Open
Are you back to
file.
Brady Bunch?
I'm afraid not.
No.
How do we walk them through that? Because that's happened to me before.
Okay, so sometimes if I have problems, sometimes I just need to dump the call and then get back on.
Yeah.
So,
Yeah.
so maybe just
That's the
drop
story.
off
That's
and then
what
come
old
back
people
on.
like us do for
If
any
you're on the
technological
Yeah,
issue.
totally.
I don't
Yeah.
know.
Unplug it and
Yeah,
hope for the
or
best.
up in the upper right hand corner, there should be like this thing that looks like a small box in 3 parts, and if you hover your mouse over it, it says either focus when you're at the Brady Bunch vibe, or if you're on the single, if you then click to grid, that's how you get back to the Brady Bunch vibe.
Right.
And that should be in the upper right hand corner, if that's hopefully what you're seeing.
Right next to
Yeah.
If he's
invite.
not on his phone.
Oh, if it's on
I'm
your
on my
phone, yeah.
mobile. Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah,
then
whatever.
Bruno's solution might be the most elegant then. Just pop off and pop back on, and hopefully it
Yeah,
solves
pop
the
off and
problem.
pop back on.
Uploaded to.
Oh,
Okay.
speaking of Bruno's solution, god damn, I like the view, Bruno.
Yeah,
Oh
Milo.
shit! I flipped my camera. Look at this
Ah.
board. Does this bring back any memories for you? You see that?
Oh yeah,
Yeah.
I see it.
Don't cost nothing.
Don't cost nothing. How about now? How
That was
about
a brutal
now?
Oh,
throw.
gross.
Oh no!
Bleh.
All right.
Block viewer. I'm out of here. Okay, bud. Nice seeing you. Nice talking to you, Will. I'm out of here.
Are you out of
I
here?
know.
Till,
Oh, come on!
Till, hold
Milo
on.
Hold on
Reno-
a second.
Just
That
5
Milo
seconds.
Reno thing was blank. Till did you mean to send a blank?
Was it? Because I
should
tried
blanks.
downloading it again and it did work.
There's
Try it
nothing in it for
again.
me. Try it a
We
second
got
time.
we got technical issues on both
Yeah,
ends.
I tried it twice and it worked the second time.
Okay.
All right.
But maybe.
Yeah, until we need
Till,
lots,
you
we need
just
lots
email
of
it to me.
documentation this week of LA, particularly since Bitter's the hired help. I want you to send pictures of him carrying like suitcases of equipment all over
Yeah.
LA.
Right.
Mhm.
Yeah.
Big casks of
Totally.
water and
Yes.
laundry piled on top of his head.
Yes.
Shit like that.
Put him to
Yeah,
work.
and make sure to hire a hooker and send her to his room and see what happens.
Or no,
They'll just spend all night talking.
gonna be a guy.
It's gonna be a date.
Yeah. Well, like I said, see what happens.
It's
Yeah.
LA. Yep. Could be a little bit of both.
Yeah, right. No judgment zone here.
No, none.
All right,
Not that there's anything wrong with that.
Horton, when's your trip again?
Till maybe it's a transsexual
15
illegal
20
alien you send.
Yeah.
The 15th.
It was still blank
They're
for me.
giving away, I hear they're
20
giving away free.
Ah, you fucker. Go Vikes.
Yeah.
Go
bike.
bike.
The bikes.
That was pleasantly unexpected a
shit.
little bit.
Real Seljuk.
Seljuk, big time.
Yeah,
And look,
Seljuk is right.
the word means slave.
Yes.
Yes,
Yeah.
indeed.
That was hot.
Yeah. I love it. I love it. In fact, I'm watching it right now.
It makes me
really?
wonder when the floor is going to come out. I mean, it looked like it when Darnold went down and was hurt there. I was like, okay, that
Yeah,
was
I
the end of
know.
the season. But
We're
fun
so
while
The
it lasts.
tragedy's coming.
We're
Yeah.
so conditioned. Yeah.
Yeah.
At least we're doing better than Miami at this point.
That's what happened.
I think you just got to ride it, right? Ride the wave,
Right.
enjoy it while it comes, and then just,
Yeah.
Hmm.
accept it with resignation when it ultimately crumbles.
Yeah.
Tough division. I mean, come on.
Yeah. Big game next Sunday.
Yeah.
Who are they playing?
Houston. The Pack.
Packers
Oh, that will be a good game.
in Green Bay.
I think we're a better team than the Pack, full stop. I mean, if we do
Oh, 100%.
what we've been doing, I'm not
Yeah.
worried about it. But, injuries and all that other shit. That the
Yeah.
NFL monkey wrench. But if we met Green Bay today, we'd beat them.
Well, we'll find out.
Yeah.
See what Brian Gutekunst has to say about that.
Listen.
Yeah. Yeah, I'm
As long
not
as I got this
sold.
fucking job, nobody's gonna fire Schnelker. Okay.
right. I mean, the big thing is Love back next week, and that's
Right.
Yeah, I don't know. I haven't looked it up.
I heard that he
what was
was
his problem?
potential to go today, but
Right.
3 to
so
4
probably
weeks
be
was the
bad.
prognosis, so he should, in theory, still be out. But we'll see.
Well, that'd be good to poach
Yeah,
a
prognosis.
I would love to poach a win.
for sure. Is Detroit?
I don't know.
Detroit
Just
finished. Did Detroit win?
I don't know.
I don't know.
They were playing.
Remember the last
Arizona.
time
I don't know
the Knights
that
went
either.
5-0?
They played
I'm just
Arizona.
gonna point that out.
They won. Yep, they did beat Arizona. Now that you said that,
Okay.
Yep.
Till the new Milo Reno seems to be valid PDF. I don't know if I missed that, but it looks good.
You've got stats and stuff populated in there.
Yep.
All right, great.
Okay, good.
Perfect. Excellent.
How do we?
All right.
I just need to get it to.
What else
It's
is
in
new
the
with
no.
Coke?
it's in the text channel.
Oh, nice.
In the text channel.
Yeah.
Or game day, right?
Yeah, for Bizarro Game, the text channel.
Yeah, okay.
Basically, where we're talking right now.
It was coming up unpopulated for me, so.
I sent it again a second
Yeah.
time.
Oh, you did.
All right.
Well, that's
Yeah,
because
I
you're
see it.
using that 70s technology.
Yes.
I'm gonna send.
Power in
So
the
does
body,
anybody
Voyager,
remember the last
spacecraft.
time-
I don't need anything else. Yeah.
Yeah. Do you
Now,
remember
the
the
big
last time we were
question-
5-0?
Does Werner have does he have polyhedral dice? Or somebody
He doesn't
can
need
roll
them.
for him?
Yeah, we can
Yeah.
roll for them.
That's true.
Okay.
Don't cost nothing.
All right. So
Oh,
before you get off, Till, real quick, would you be up for
Yeah.
doing a couple date changes to our two-week schedule?
Oh no.
Oh,
Yeah.
what? Maybe. Why?
Well,
What
Horton's
are
going.
they? What's the?
Horton's going
Depends, it
to.
really depends why.
He's going to England, so he's going to be gone for
The 20th.
a certain amount of time. So I was thinking about going October 13th and October 27th.
Does he have a doctor?
He does have a doctor's note. But we could either go next weekend, 29th, or we could go. Or just
13th and the 27th.
yeah. So here, either go on the 29th or go on the 13th to 27th.
I would say the less changes, the better. So why don't we just keep the 6th, unless that doesn't work for someone else? And then if we want to push to the 27th, we could. But I don't know if people are okay doing the 27th and the 3rd.
The 6th doesn't work for me.
Oh, well, that's where this is coming from.
Oh,
That's
now
a little
the truth
different.
comes out.
Yeah, I got pumpkin patch that night.
Uh-huh.
If you know what I mean.
Yes, you do.
What do you got?
I got
Swinger
the-
party,
I got-
or what is that?
Pumpkin patch. that night.
I
Bandersnatch.
don't want to know what you mean.
Got a little bandersnatch going on that night.
You got a little Bandersnatch that night. That's
Gross.
all right.
So 29th, 13th, 27th, or just 13th, 27th, 3rd. I don't know.
Well, the other option is you could stay on schedule and we could just somebody can play Brabby.
But
Yeah,
we can't stay on schedule because Timmy can't do the 6th. The 6th is the next
Yeah.
scheduled
Oh yeah.
day. But
Sorry.
Well,
He's-
why don't we?
he's got
Why don't?
some pumpkins to attend to?
Why don't we skip the 6th and just do the 20th, and then that'll be our Halloween game.
Well, I got 4 sessions left.
4. Okay.
Um,
Maybe you don't do the wolf adventure where we fight those for a night, and then we just call it one adventure left.
Easy, Rito.
Right. As long as
Why don't we
everybody
do
still
this?
has all their arms,
Why don't-
I think we'll be fine. Whatever we do.
Why don't we do a 20th and the 27th, and then whoever can make the 27th can, and whoever can't, no big deal.
Horton can't make the 20th. Timmy can't do the
Oh,
6th.
gotcha.
So I think we're looking at the. What if we do the 13th and 27th?
Yeah.
Is that okay for everybody?
Yeah, and then the other question is, do we want to do the 29th or not?
Fair
I'm up
question.
for whatever.
Because if we did the 29th, the 13th, the 27th, but then I don't think the 3rd would be realistic for everyone because that's like 4 out of 6 weeks, which some people can do, but not everybody can do.
Yeah. So then that would be fine. 29th, 13th, 27th, and then Horton starts up in November.
So, but
24th then, or
who can? Is there anyone? I know Bruno kind of winced when the 29th came up before.
Ooh, yeah.
But should we just say the 13th and 27th are for sure, and then we just have to figure out the
Halloween game? Yeah.
Yeah.
And then also, if I think Horton wanted to start on the 17th, so we could either do not the 3rd and the 10th, or we could do something else too.
Well, my start date is real fluid, so if either direction a week doesn't matter to me.
Why don't we do Horton's gender
Kinda like
fluid
your
on the 10th?
sexuality.
So are we locked in on the 13th and the 27th though?
Are we playing the 24th? I think is the big question. Can we do the 10th and the 24th of November? And if so, then we do the 13th and
Right. Basically,
27th.
we're just gonna move everything a week.
Okay.
So, but are we trying to do either the 29th or the 6th, or is it tonight and then the 13th?
That's the question. Do we do tonight, 29th, 13th, or do we just do tonight and the 13th?
I think we do tonight and the 13th and the 27th. Squeeze in a holiday game for.
And then, how about this? If there's loose ends, I can do them on the 10th, and then Horton can start after that whenever he wants to.
Sounds like a plan.
All right.
Perfect.
Sounds like the concept of a plan, at least.
It's a concept of a plan. For
Better
sure.
than the president.
Yes.
Yep.
So Timmy, that gives you 3 nights, not counting tonight. Tonight would be night number 4.
Yep,
Do you feel good about that?
Yeah, that's what I have scheduled. So
And a
tonight,
possible holiday night. Yep.
and then a possible,
Yo ho ho and a bottle of rum. Let's start playing.
All right.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm out of here. Nice
Good night,
seeing
Bill.
you, Chillstrom. Let's hang out soon in real life person. And
He's
good luck,
not on the
boys.
call.
He's not on the call.
Motherfucker.
Good thought though.
All right, I'm out.
I'll pass it along.
Sounds good.
See you, Till.
See you, Till. All right.
4-9.
So, perfect segue. So you guys last session killed a couple witches. You killed a coven, which is very impressive. And now you have taken refuge inside of an old windmill. And I think you might have worked up an appetite, and there's tons of dream pies in here. Just tons of them. Till threw a couple, or Tudor threw
Is
a
that
couple.
like a dream pie? What's
It's-
a dream pie?
What's a dream pie? Dream pies are delicious. They have several different flavors. They have a
Oh yeah, that's what those creepy.
Don't
kids
eat
are
them; they'll
talking
fuck you up.
Yeah.
Okay.
I mean,
They're like Quakers.
you guys are very, very hungry. And let's see here. Well,
I would say I'm always very hungry, but those pies have demon blood and worse things in them, and they seem cursed. We got to find some other food for many reasons, not the least of which is my impressive appetite. But the dream pies, we must destroy them. They are cursed from all the worst things in the world and beyond the world.
We do
there's
have a fat kid. We
But
can
I
eat his
ain't that
arm.
hungry.
there's pudgy porkies, plucky duckies, and mushroom melanges all lined up on a rack. And but there are some
Oh
like
no.
regular ingredients around. So if you guys have a cook in the group, you can probably put something together without it putting any cursed bone meal in it.
Excellent.
Brabby
The,
tries to avoid eating in general. So.
the other thing is, don't we have some treasure to figure out what we're doing with?
Yeah, I mean
Oh yeah.
the biggest thing that you guys got, you got a ring of regeneration, and you have a blood spear that is just a spear right now. But it is a possible, very powerful weapon if you guys can figure out how to turn it on.
Tum, can you bring up the map? Not the tactical map, but like the world map of where we are
Yep,
and where we're heading to or where we're trying to get to.
that's a very good point. How do I do this? I just messed around with some stuff here. So you guys are going to be going to
Lakia.
the Barovia map. If I can make that happen.
Oh fuck. Morovia Rito.
Yeah, where I lay my heart down.
Mm-hmm. Bury my heart.
I gotta say, just looking at the crew as filtered through, Timmy's characters that he's posted, pretty sweet.
Yeah. Grim crew.
Grim, weird, weirdos.
Yeah, just keep in mind I'm about 200 pounds more than as pictured. Like again, just
Twisting
think
his
Beefy.
old days.
just think like 4-pound sausage, 1-pound bag in terms of the armor and my girth.
Sure.
Mm.
Thick.
Yeah. Meaty.
Mhm.
Earthy.
All right. So do you guys see the map now?
Yeah.
All right. So you guys are at this little tiny dot right next to you is the windmill, and you guys are going to Valaki. It's gonna be about almost a day's hike. It took you a day to get from Barovia to the where you're at right now, which so I would say it's a little less than a day's hike, but that's what's ahead of you tomorrow when you wake up.
Okay. So
Oh,
let's talk turkey for a sec. The blood spear, it seems like kind of whoever's holding that is holding it until we figure out what it actually does.
Mhm.
The ring of regeneration is good for anybody, but just in terms of metagaming, probably it should be for someone who takes damage on the regular,
Mhm.
which would be, ladies' man, Tudor, and myself, Calypso, is probably who it makes sense, one of those three, to have it. But I mean, like on my end, I can heal myself a little bit. Like I'd love to have it, but I can't actually heal myself. Whereas that's something where if somebody's going to be potentially out on their own and go down and they don't have a way to heal themselves, maybe that's a great thing for them to have.
Yeah.
did you just call ladies and gentlemen ladies, man?
Yeah.
Mhm.
Yeah.
That ain't bad. That's
Yeah.
pretty slick,
I
actually.
think you kind of wanted that to happen.
Yeah.
Yeah. So I don't know if we want to do a roll off or if we just want to say who do we think is the best fit. But we should probably figure it out because that's like potentially a life-saving item for somebody.
I think you do a roll off.
Sure.
Uh-huh.
So who wants it?
Well, I'd take it. I'll roll.
All right.
Yeah, I mean, I would still take it too, but I also could be
Well,
convinced.
Looks like I'm not gonna get it.
so are you saying it's either Tudor or ladies?
Well,
Well-
I mean, I would still throw Calypso's name in it, but again, I as long as
Don't
it's
be a
somebody who's a
martyr,
frontline
Calypso. You know
fighter.
you want it.
Yeah, I mean, I want it, but I also am a little rational about it too. But if it's a roll-off, I'd participate.
All right. So
Let's-
who wants to roll for
let-
tutor?
Let's roll for tutor. Yeah.
Who's doing it?
Well, it should be somebody who.
Oh, Bruno,
I
is that a roll for tutor, or is that just a natural 20 out of nowhere?
That's that. I'm going to say that's ladies' role, but that kind of be dickish.
I'm
but-
rolling for tutor.
Well, tutor already has a magic item too, so he's got something magical already.
What's he got?
True.
He's got a +1 sword or something like that.
Hmm.
So I think.
There's mine.
No.
Well, am I rolling for tutor or
Give
not?
me the big beef.
Why don't you roll for tutor?
Yeah, I
just
agree.
to say we have a number.
Okay, I got you.
I mean, odds are that it's going.
I'm
up.
coming. I'm coming. Sorry, I had to run my computer.
Yeah.
Okie dokie, artichokey, okie dokie, artichokey. Here it comes. 20-sider rolling.
Boogie all night long. Boogie down with one.
17.
Okay. So that
the-
makes it very simple.
The 20
Congratulations, Leo.
Woohoo! Now I got to figure out how to add that. And
Yeah,
D&D
I
Beyond.
think you just have to go to your inventory and find the item, and I think it's gonna be there because it's
No problem.
just from the adventure path. So, there is also
Right.
the spear. And is there anybody that uses a spear?
Ladies does.
Well, then, ladies,
Oh.
you should grab that spear.
Okay, what? I'll go to inventory. What kind of spear is it?
It's just a regular spear right now, so you can just add a spear. But
okay.
there's kind of a quest associated with it, and if you unlock the quest, it can become a very powerful magical spear called a blood spear.
Okay, so for right now, that's just I'm swapping out spears essentially.
Yep.
It's Donnie's spear.
Yep, the ring of regeneration's there, John.
Yep, I got it.
Cool.
Now I just got to figure out how to equip it. But I'll get there.
Thanks,
There we
bro.
go.
And then we do still have the rope as well.
The magical rope.
What's the
yes.
rope?
It's called a rope of climbing, and it's a magical rope. I'm sure Tudor would want it, but I don't know. Whoever wants it, grab it.
Well, if who does that make sense for? I have no interest in it.
Somebody dex based. Maybe the monk should take it.
All right.
What are we talking about? What is it?
It's called a rope,
It is.
The rope
rope
of climbing.
Rope of climbing. Okay. Ooh, ladies is getting the shit.
Can't
the
fit
board.
in.
Okay, what is the name of the spear that I can add it?
Well, just
The spear.
for right now,
Just a
it's
spear?
just a
Okay.
spear.
All right.
But later it will be a blood spear.
And then you can swap it out at that time.
And the rope is what?
Rope of climbing,
Rope of climbing.
magical rope.
Plus 6.
Plus 6.
Plus 16.
All right. So, shall we say that the night passes uneventfully?
We shall say.
Yeah.
All right.
Yeah.
And you guys are spending.
And we're 7th level now.
You're spending. It's a 3-story place. There was a couple of like really mangy beds. Lots of like old clothes from children that have been killed that you can sleep in if you want to. And
Yeah.
And you wake up in the morning, and then I think Calypso kind of just goes back to sleep and spends a nice lazy morning in. But you guys have a couple of dead hags outside, and you have a whole bunch of children with you. You have actually 3 children and a big, huge man-child named Periwimple. And Ice Mark kind of comes up to you, and, well, first of all, in the morning, over a couple of, you guys made some coffee, over a cup of coffee at the kitchen table. Ice Mark and Irina have been talking to each other, and Ice Mark kind of comes up to you guys and says, these children of Borovia, they are now my responsibility. You and your courageous group has erased any doubts that my sister is safer with you than with me. Please, you must bring my sister safely to Wallachia. I will take the children back to Borovia. And then the children, they're kind of upset. Like, the 2 little kids, they're like, we don't want to go home.
Tum,
yes.
Ladies is going to do a sense motive.
Okay, on who?
On dude. He seems a little over eager to be taking these kids back into the woods.
Yeah, that's some Sean Combs Diddy shit right there.
Yeah,
man.
that's some Diddy shit.
Oh yeah, especially the kids didn't want to go with him. So what'd you roll? 3?
I rolled a 3.
You feel like he's being absolutely sincere with you guys.
Can I make the same sense motive?
Absolutely.
100%. Let's get a real roll on this dickhead.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. Let's see. Where's my sense motive? Right.
That's better. There's no sense motive in D&D.
Topical
It'd probably
tie-in,
be
John.
It would
Oh
be.
yeah. What would you call it?
You can do a perception check or an insight. How about that? Insight.
Okay, I'm gonna do that.
I'll do one as well.
Yeah. I don't know.
Yeah,
Lady,
17
I'm
all day.
on the level.
No, that's
But I
fine.
don't always know what I'm doing.
Barbarius, you absolutely are thinking. Well, actually, you think back in your head, and you went back to Madame Ava's tent, and she kind of scolded him for not being in Barovia at the time. She said, "You need to go back," and he's kind of been, milling that over in his head, weighing the responsibilities of Barovia, the town of Barovia, with the protection of his sister. And now that you guys have killed a coven of witches, he's very, very positive that you guys are safe to at least bring her to Vallaki. And
What about? Yeah.
And he feels a responsibility. These two of the children are from Barovia, but the other child he wasn't familiar with her. So but
we think he's on the level.
Yeah, he's
Okay.
He's in a weird position because the kids were just saying they didn't want to go back to their parents. So Ice Mark is saying, I will be responsible for these children, and he might have just become like an adopted father.
Oh.
Now,
Okay.
Periwimple can't wait to go home. His I think it's his uncle is at Bildrath's Mercantile in Barovia, and he just wants to get back. By the way, overnight his arm has grown a little bit more. He used to have just like a little flipper, and now it's kind of like about halfway done to normal size, but it's been growing back, and he kind of looks at it, plays with it, and laughs.
Is there enough there that we can make breakfast with it?
No, but there's actually his other arm is upstairs and it's curing. So yeah,
Okay.
You can probably make some bacon.
Two questions. First of all, do we know And I apologize if I missed it. Do we know why his arm is regrowing? Number one. And number two, can we say that we destroyed all of the infected dream pies, which is all of them?
No. You can, but you did see Tudor like greedily kind of putting some into a bag, so he's got a supply.
But before we leave here, I think
Higher
I
supply.
would feel like we have to destroy them because we know they're literally infected with demons.
Yeah,
Ichor and blood.
and in fact, I think that's why Tudor. I don't know if you guys saw him do it or not, but he took some because he knew that you guys were going to destroy them, and probably
Okay.
you're going to destroy the whole operation here.
Yeah.
That
Addict.
that barrel of ichor actually has lots of ichor left in it too. That demon ichor. So you guys probably would have gotten rid of that before you
Let's say
slept.
Icker some more.
Ichor.
Ichor.
Icker in the front and poker in the rear.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Nice.
So yeah, everybody's kind of like taking care of business in the morning, packing up stuff. You guys are, I guess, dismantling the. Basically, it's a drug operation. It's kind of like these guys were a drug cartel. They're selling their pies all over the place,
Mm.
and you guys are pretty much dismantling it like a SWAT team. And
Okay.
there's two little kids. One is Fedior and Marta. Myrtle. Sorry, Myrtle. Those kids are going to be going with Ice Mark, but as soon as Arabella, she's the other little girl, the one that was in the bag that you saved, she wants to go home, and she says she wants to go home, and it's not to Barovia.
Where?
So she says.
Where are you looking to go, little mama? We'll take you wherever you need to go, maybe.
She says,
Ooh.
"You need to take me back to my father. My camp is close to Valaki, just outside the walls of the city. I know that my father, Luvash, will give you a very big reward. He's very, very powerful man."
Oh.
Convenient. Some would say too convenient.
So it's weird. Both Irina and Ismark, both their ears kind of prick up when she says the name Luvash. And Irina actually comes up to probably Calypso, and she says, "My father knew of that villain. He is a Vistani. He's a brute. We cannot take this little girl back to that ruffian. She would be better off in an orphanage or with my brother." So she tells him that.
Sometimes to recap, the Vistani, they're like the gypsies that work for Dracula, right?
Well, okay. So
They work for Strahd.
before you kind of like join the
Maybe.
group, the whole group was taken into Barovia, this land of mist that you're trapped in. It's actually a demi-plane that you guys are trapped in because you can't leave. You guys tried to leave through the mist and you just get sick and pretty much pass out. So you had to come back in. There's no way to leave this place. But some Vistani brought you here, and yeah, they were not on the up and up. One of the people that brought you there was a little girl named Damia, and she betrayed you guys, and she was working for Strahd. So you know that you know that the Vistani work for Strahd, but you also went to Madame Ava, and she's with the Vistani too, and she gave you guys a lot of wonderful information. The Vistani there helped you. They put your arm back on. So it seems like the Vistani are not
Vistani,
a
yeah,
monolith.
Vistani is as Vistani does, kind of, right?
Yeah. So yeah.
So what was Arena saying about this particular girl's father, because she said she wants to go home and there'll be a reward, but she's saying, Rita's saying we shouldn't take her there.
Yeah.
But if the daughter
Majestic
wants to
cat.
go home,
Yeah, she's saying like, my father, he was the the Burgermeister of Barovia, and I've heard of this man Luvash, and he is a very bad man. We cannot bring this little girl back to that horrible place, that horrible man.
excuse me, Miss Arena, but I understand what you're saying, that this man is disreputable and perhaps criminal even, but I haven't said that. If his daughter wants to return home to her family, aside from what her father does for a living and objectionable things that way, I feel like we need to return her.
She's gonna kind of just whisper this to you. It's like, if you bring her back, she will just become evil like Luvash.
Well, again, when you say she will become evil, are we talking about a choice of profession? Are we talking about she's going to be turned into a creature of the night or some other sort of abomination? Well, what are we talking about here?
The Vistani are notably brutal bandits.
We're not running an orphanage.
I understand your concern, but let me discuss it with my colleagues. But I will say that a child torn from their family, to me, the most logical thing is to bring the child back to the family and let that natural process proceed.
I know. I also was adopted, and it was the best thing for me. I know it was. She's actually sparking some memories of her own separation from her family a little bit here. She's kind of like,
well, we're not social services.
Speak for yourself, old
this
man.
This is not a welfare state.
Listen up. What's good for the goose ain't always good for the gander. You know what I mean?
So I guess you guys do have a little bit of a choice. Either send Arabelle unwillingly with Ice Mark, or you could bring her with you to Vallaki and see if there's an orphanage there, or you can take her back to her family.
Vallaki's pretty small, though. We haven't been there yet, but I mean, it's not a big town, is it?
It is the biggest hub in all of Barovia. It is the biggest
okay.
town.
Like you said, it's really big.
It's slightly bigger than Barovia, but it is also
It's basically the squeaks of the Bizarros.
It's a safe
Yeah.
haven. Yes.
Real swole.
No,
Real swole.
You're more like Kresk.
Oh, bro.
That's the
little
highest
bro.
compliment you could pay anybody, Tom.
Yeah.
You're more like Crest. Oh, great.
I like that. I use Crest.
I
Yeah.
do too. Yeah.
Tom Kresk.
Oh, make
Um,
it stop.
So you guys have
I-
some decisions to
yeah.
make. I don't know. Talk
Well,
about it.
She
You guys
wants to
heard
go
about
back
that
to-
thing with Tom Crest, didn't you, from years ago? Do you remember hearing about that?
What?
Like a girl he was at. This was like 20 or more years ago in the 90s. Tom Crest was dating this girl, and she got kidnapped
What?
Oh,
and like held for ransom. This is no joke. And they were like her parents or whatever. It was like his fiance or something. And her parents were gonna pay the ransom, but the people who held her got spooked and they threw her off like a 3-story building and she died. Yeah.
Holy shit.
What?
Yeah, this was like 25 years ago or some shit.
That's terrible.
Yeah.
Where were they living at the time?
I want to say Colorado.
Wow. Okay.
I could be 100% wrong on
Was
that.
Randy in Colorado?
But it wasn't like Caracas or.
No,
Yeah,
no.
yeah.
It
It
was
sounds like a
in the
third world
US.
nation.
It was in the US. Yeah.
I didn't know people got
Wow.
kidnapped here.
Yeah, it was in the US.
That's very Fargo, really.
It's totally Fargo.
super
Fools in the
Wealthy?
U.S.
Mhm. What's that?
Was she like an heiress?
I don't know. I don't
Wow.
I don't have any more
Did he
details.
remarry?
He did remarry. He's got a bunch of kids now.
Oh well, it's worked out.
Maybe
In
we
like
reach
3 or
out
4.
to him and find out if he was an inside job.
Sure.
yeah, well, I was just wondering where was Randy in this time.
Yeah.
Yeah, we don't know. Nobody knows.
Strong arming for the cartels, I can tell you
Yeah.
that.
Tortuga.
Yeah.
So
Yeah,
when
Tom Press, girlfriend.
when's the next Wyzetta reunion?
It
Well,
was
They
20
have, they
minutes
had a
ago.
reunion at some time.
They had a reunion in Medina for all classes, 1990, 1970 to 1990.
Oh my God!
Oh,
Yeah, we got snubbed.
yeah, totally.
That's okay.
Damn
Who
boomers!
Yeah.
organized the last
Well,
one? Was
I
that
only know
Hans
this
and
because
That was John
Bill
Rice,
Olson
Laura
and
Gilpin,
Laura
and
Gilpin? Okay.
Septon, I think, was in on that too.
Wow.
Oh,
yeah,
there's a bunch of people.
that was a disaster.
Wouldn't the next one be 31? You know, like the 40-year anniversary. Wouldn't that be the next big one?
Yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah.
Yeah.
we
Or-
missed
Although
the
you could
30.
make
A
an
lot of people
argument
do the
for
30.
26.
Yeah.
Fair.
For,
Or
for 35, yeah.
Just go straight
Mhm.
for 50.
35, be alive.
I don't know.
Well, you know, in
I
the
think,
world
yeah.
before Facebook and social media, I think school reunions were kind of more important. But you know, these days we kind
Yeah.
of keep tabs on people we want to keep tabs on, and whatever.
Yeah.
It's almost less important now in a
Yeah,
way.
that's true.
But
Like,
there is
high
Thirsty
school
Whale
yearbook.
Bakery in Wyzetta, which has got like a maple ice cream that I hear is to die for. So,
Oh.
I mean, I'm just saying, maybe there's a reason to get everybody together and see if
Sure.
we get the shits.
Yeah.
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 Well, I don't think we should sleep on this Medina thing. Lamont Sampson playing.
Right?
Yeah.
I
Lamont.
was invited, by Bill Olson, who works at Bloomington Acura, and he graduated with Pam in that
How'd you get the
class.
golden
Oh,
ticket on that one, Horton?
Yeah, well, and I said, well, I'm 91. He goes, well, you should come out. Bring your buddies. Real fun, real fun.
Yeah,
Oh,
maybe
there's-
the class of 91 to 95 should crash that motherfucker.
So
Yeah.
Yeah.
How did we miss the cut? Lame.
All
Yeah,
right.
put some
So
Medina stink.
I don't
So
know.
I'm
I felt kind
I'm
of
sorry.
offended that
I'm
we
sorry
missed
that
the
I
cut,
sidetracked
so
you
I'm like,
guys.
screw them.
But you guys are sitting around the kitchen table and having this discussion, and it's about time to go. It's like about 9 or 10 o'clock. It rained last night, but you guys were safe in there, and it's a beautiful new morning in Barovia. And by beautiful, I mean,
I'm just gonna
very
back
gloomy.
in character here.
Is there a stealth Blackhawk out front waiting for the dude and his sister? I just want to know.
Right? I don't see why we are saying.
But I guess they just threw her off the top of the building. Weird.
Jeez.
Why don't we? Why are we playing nursemaid for these little grubs? Let's
Well,
bring them back to their parents and move on.
I had a late night short conversation with a DM who said something about there's a lot of loose ends sandboxy coming up in Wallachia, so maybe we should get there and start checking
Establish
things
the
off our
beachhead.
list.
Yeah. There's no going back. We're going forward.
Right.
All right.
Right. And
So-
I would say, ideally, let's return the girl to her dad, but that's just me.
All right. So
I agree. That's
do
my vote.
You guys all
Okay.
agree?
Lean forward.
Yep, and I think we'll take that in the chopper and roll hot.
Yeah, Rito and I both get 3 votes, so it's decided.
Yeah.
Yeah, let's specifically seek
Work,
out
guys.
her fam.
Oh.
Oh,
Yeah,
geez.
that's where the
okay.
spice is.
All right.
Mhm.
It's nice to feel loved.
Speaking of spice.
Been counting money all your life.
Yeah.
All right,
Got
so,
titty hands.
So you guys get your you unpack or you pack up your oh no. You pack up
That's
your
tight and
bedrolls
shiny right there.
and you grab a dream pie for the road, and
Hey,
No, we don't.
no
The
dream
pies
pies.
have
No, we
all been
don't.
destroyed.
all right.
I'm
Uh,
clean. I'm clean.
you do see Tudor nibbling on some, and then he falls asleep. So I don't know how you guys are gonna get him to Vlocky, but
We leave them.
yeah.
Just roll them into a ditch.
Uh-oh.
Yeah.
John, you roused Hollywood.
There's a cart
Uh-oh.
back over in the corner, so you could probably use that cart. Anyways, so you guys watch as Arena and Ice Mark have a brotherly sisterly embrace. It's not weird at all. And
But it's a little weird.
and they look deeply into each other's eyes, and they say their goodbyes, and they actually kind of tear up a little bit, and they don't know if they'll ever see each other again. Periwinkle picks up one of the children, the little boy, and puts him on his shoulders, and he says, "We go home now."
Oh.
And they kind of start to walk off into the mist, and as you go, you see the little doll that you gave him to comfort him, kind of like peeking out of his back pocket, and as he walks, it kind of seems to kind of like wave goodbye to you guys, and
Whoa.
they disappear.
Did we know that guy was animated?
Nope.
But it wasn't like, it was just like as he was walking, its arm was kind of like, it wasn't
Sure.
animated.
Sure it was.
Sure.
Yeah.
Mhm.
As far as you know.
Those dream pies were kicking him.
That's not disconcerting at all.
Yeah,
No,
sounds sounds like a flesh
No,
puppet.
not at all.
So you guys head off, and let's go back to the big map. I guess we can do that now.
John, I will say this, that was a really fast response out of Hollywood. You didn't offline dangle any Taylor Swift or like Goo Goo Doll tickets to him
No,
or anything,
no.
did you? No?
No,
Okay.
that was there were no sidebars, and I would
No Arcade Fire,
no.
tickets or anything?
What's all
Okay.
this?
Maybe
What's
a
all
little
this
Kings of
news
Leon.
about these bands?
No.
All
I
right.
thought it was vintage Gen Con tickets.
So you guys kind of like make your way on the path, and as you're going, the little girl is with a bunch of adventurers, and she kind of like gravitates toward Rika a little bit.
Of course.
And she's kind of freaked out by the girthy Dragonborn.
Mm-hmm.
Who isn't?
Yeah. She's, as you guys are walking down, I don't know if you remember this, but there was all kinds of little dolls that were planted, kind of welcoming people up towards the windmill, and she actually picks one up, and she notices that there's a tag on it that says, "E's no fun, E's no Blinsky." Which is the same thing as the other little doll that you gave back to Periwinkle. So.
That's the brand name, Blinsky?
Yeah, it's a toy maker possibly somewhere in Vallaki maybe.
I give her a couple of pamphlets about the white race and why things are going downhill.
Yeah. Right.
Yeah.
So
Good job, Ray.
Thank you.
Guys, once we get to Vallaki, let's keep our eyes peeled for Valinsky.
Yep,
There might
agreed.
be some
Yeah.
spice in there.
Yeah.
all right.
I agree.
So you guys know that this whole windmill was on a precipice. It was kind of up high above the tree line. It was kind of like on a cliff, and then as you kind of are walking down the trail, you go past like it looks like Stonehenge kind of. It's like a megaliths off in the distance.
Ooh.
And you see 4 ancient stones that were erected centuries ago by the valley's original human inhabitants. Each moss-covered stone bears a crude carving of a city, each of which is associated with a different season. The city of winter is shown covered in snow. The city of spring is arrayed with flowers. The city of summer has a sunburst overhead. and the city of Autumn is covered with leaves. Would you like to investigate
That's
more?
nice.
Yes.
Yes.
Yeah.
We just keep
Yeah,
going.
should I put on some Vivaldi here or what?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Four seasons.
Yeah.
Nice
Let's
call.
get married while we're at it.
Total rip off.
All right. Let's have someone
Wow.
do a history check. Who's ever got a good history?
Ooh, that's me. Me.
Not ladies.
Let me just check my history score. Is that an actual thing? Oh, it is. +7, Horton.
Wow.
Rebellious.
Wow.
Oh, yeah.
Oh my
26 all day.
26 is going to give you everything.
Nice.
So
Yes.
this goes back to
Episode is not to be investigate.
This goes back to an ancient legend, and it tells of 4 cities said to be the cities of paradise, where the Morning Lord, who is you've run into the Morning Lord's church in Barovia. That's where you buried Kolyan Indirovich.
Okay.
Paradise where the Morning Lord and the Mother Night and other ancient gods first dwelled. And also, you notice that there are ravens here, and one of them is pecking on something on top of the stone that depicts the city of Autumn. Somebody make an inspection check on that, or investigation check.
Okay. I got +7 in that also.
Nice.
Well, Brabby.
Oh.
That's pretty good.
Yeah.
Well, it's not too hard to see. Faberius looks closely, and then again more closely,
And then again.
and he notices that on the
Why do we keep rolling so many?
I don't know
Sorry, go ahead.
on the
That's a
top
good question.
of one of those megaliths is a raven, and it's picking at the eyeball of one of the hags.
What?
Almost maliciously.
How is the hag up there?
No, the eyeball of one of the hags. Like, it went and started picking at the dead bodies that you guys left outside.
Oh.
Then you also find on the ground in the center of the stone circles, this is kind of gruesome if you think about it, but you find a small pile of children's teeth. And
Yeah, I don't need to think about it. That's gruesome.
yeah, your intuition is that the hags would be placing these to desecrate these stones as an offering to an entity that they worship, called the Archfey Scythelin of the Crooked Teeth. You're reaching back into your memory and you're picking up some old Fey knowledge.
Yes, I remember reading this in the summer of '43. Very grim reading.
So you guys head off. It's a couple hours go by. And
I think we might want to do something with that sacrilegious
Yeah,
teeth
we
offering.
could. Yeah.
I feel like we probably need to take those out of the standing stones and find some ground that seems clean and give those portions of those poor children a burial of some sorts.
yeah, you want
We
to
don't know where the rest of them are, but we can at least do that.
undesecrate.
Yeah.
Correct.
Undesecrate.
So
Yeah.
I'm glad that you said that. And the raven sitting up above on the megaliths is approving of what you did in the way it's moving, kind of like bobbing its head. Yes, it's kind of unusual.
I will
Sweet.
also give it some pamphlets on the white race.
Yeah.
Fly these across all of Barovia.
Right.
The way it was moving, it was
Yeah,
proven.
Oh, did you guys kind of want to like lock up the windmill, or did you want to like burn it down, or is there anything you guys wanted to do with that? Because it is yours.
Well, it is ours, so I don't think we'll burn
No,
it
don't
down.
burn
But
it.
we could
Yeah,
secure it. Yep.
Yeah, we would have cleaned it out again of all of the contents, and maybe the contents we would have figured out a way to burn or otherwise get rid of. But then, yes, we would secure it, not leave it open for whoever just to easily get in there.
And Rika will pee on the door to signal her dominance in the area from now.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And it'll be really awkward to watch her do that.
Yeah. Especially
No,
since she's got a cloaca. Yeah.
Yeah, she's got one of those
Yeah.
funnels. Those things are handy to have.
Yeah.
A lady's
Absolutely.
funnel.
Yeah.
Can we get on with all of this?
All
It's
right.
getting quite bored.
So, yeah, you guys head out. It is, like I said, you've been in Barovia for about 2 days, I think, or 3 days, and this is probably the nicest day you've had. There's no sun. It's gloomy, but it's a little bit brighter than it usually is. And as you actually kind of come into the Valaki Valley, there's a very large lake off to your right, and you can kind of see it as you walk by. And it's actually quite beautiful, almost like, I don't know if you think of Scotland and Loch Ness kind of thing, but kind of like that dark waters as you're walking by. It's quite stunning.
This is
Rugged
the
beauty.
lake that what's her face jumped into, is it?
Who's
No.
what's her face?
Tatiana.
Yeah.
Tatiana died at Ravenloft, I believe. So that's
She did. Okay,
That's
got
off at the other side.
Yeah, but aren't there a couple points of interest we're aware of with this lake?
Yeah. Does anybody have something regarding the lake in their cards?
Not me.
Oh,
I don't know.
I don't remember my card. You emailed it to me. Let me check.
Yeah, that wasn't Lady's card.
Okay.
Borg, we got these cards like tarot cards earlier in the adventure, and they kind of prophesized some things that may or may not happen to us individually
So
or the group.
there's 2 cards that could be relevant. For Brabarius, this card tells of a powerful force for good and protection, a holy symbol of great hope. Look for a den of wolves in the hills overlooking a mountain lake. The treasure belongs to Mother Night. And then for Calypso, this is a card of great power and strength that tells of a weapon of vengeance, a sword of light. Look for a wizard's tower on a lake. Let the wizard's name and servant guide you to that which you seek.
Okay.
So we should be looking for a wizard's tower or a wolf's den.
Correct.
Yep.
How big is this lake, Timmy?
Now it's kind of like it's almost like the size of a Great Lake. If you look at it, you can almost not see the other side. It's a very big lake.
Okay, scales coming into question because if it's the size of Lake Superior, we've got a way longer journey.
I'm talking about like a part of it, so you can kind of see. It's a very large lake, but you can see mountains kind of on the other side of it, or hills.
But not as big as even Mille Lacs.
It's more like the size of.
Maybe
Loch
it's the
Ness.
size of like Lake Winnebago.
Oh, so we go to
Lake Minnetonka, yeah, that's a good one.
Minnetonka, sure. But the waters are darker. Spookier.
Minnetonka.
So, you guys
how long do you think it would take to circumnavigate? Could I make a roll for that?
Sure. I don't know the answer.
Just thinking. Well, would that be knowledge nature, or would it be perception?
It'd be knowledge nature.
Okay.
Because you guys, there's forest on both sides of you, but you kind of walk past a clearing where you can see the lake, and it is
19.
Not too shabby.
Yeah, circumnavigate. How long would it take you in a boat? Rowing?
What?
I don't know.
No, I'm saying to walk around it.
To walk around it. Let me go back to the picture here.
With a 3.5 horse Evinrude motor, could I?
Yeah, how big's that Evinrude?
Yeah, we're gonna be trolling the entire time.
Exactly. Yeah.
Is it in working order?
Yep.
All
Okay,
right.
so the town of Valaki is 1 mile long according to the map, the previous map. So if
Okay.
Valaki is, it looks like this thing might be about 8 miles long, 10 miles
Yeah.
long, maybe.
Yep.
Let's go like 10 by 5, something like that.
Okay.
And there is another lake, Lake Baratok. So
Mhm.
maybe
Mhm.
one of these is by one lake and the other is by the other. Hard to
There's
say.
a
Yeah.
Luna Lake to the south too.
Yeah, but look at
Oh.
Baratok. Look at Baratok. Looks like there's a something kind
Yeah,
of
like a
in there,
wizard's tower.
like a
Yeah, for sure.
wizard's tower.
Totally.
Well, we could circumnavigate this lake in 2 days.
Yeah.
Okay.
And I'm going to go
So
out on a limb and say that Luna Lake, if we're talking about wolves, possibly werewolves,
Mm-hmm.
there
Good
might be a
call.
connection there.
ooh. So
Or
Captain Willard,
bears.
we got to get you on roll 20.
Yeah.
So
Yeah.
roll 20 is you can search it on your computer, roll20.net. And that is where all these maps that we're looking at, that's where like the combat maps are.
Yeah, that's what.
And that's where we like
looking at.
roll our dice. So if you looked under roll20.net,
Mhm.
and then
Yeah.
you'd have to make a little account quick. And then this game is called Into the Mists.
Yeah,
And
and we send
Timmy
an
might need
invite.
to invite you. Yeah, Timmy might need to send an invite to you. But that is where all this shit that we're looking at outside of the Discord call, that's where that is.
Sure. I'll check that out.
Check
Okay,
check him out.
Yeah, why we got you on tap? What was the delicious looking orange beverage you were pouring a few minutes ago?
Just some super chill orange soda.
Yeah.
My brand right
Chill.
there.
No.
Super chill.
Super
Yeah.
chill.
No.
Nice.
Wait.
Product placement.
Yeah,
When did you
totally.
found that company, and what is your annual
Yeah.
gross revenue? Yeah.
Is that out of
Yeah.
Arizona or is that out of Minnesota?
Yeah, it's not actually sold in
Jill's
grocery
really living in,
stores.
yeah,
Only Harbor Freight
he's
and
living in
Tractor
Bonnie, Carl.
Supply and the occasional Myers.
Right.
Smart product placement. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm sold. I'm gonna go buy some.
Yeah, I want some
Yeah.
super
I'm not
chill
I'm
now.
not just the owner of Chill whatever juice. I'm a fan.
Yeah.
Super chill.
Hook me
Wow.
up with the orange super chill and some big red, and I'm a happy guy.
Gotta get my hands on some super chill.
All
Well,
right.
they have CBD super chill too, so don't fall into a trap here.
Oh.
Right.
No,
cream
fall
pie.
There's
full
nothing
on
wrong
into
with
that trap.
CBD.
Ooh, ginger ale, pineapple cola, root beer. Yeah.
Pineapple cola?
Yeah.
Ooh, I don't know about
I'm
that.
no. I'm
I'm
very
calling
intrigued.
bullshit on that one.
I'm really intrigued now.
Cream
Pineapple
soda,
cola?
grape, Dr. Chill? What the
What?
fuck?
Right now,
All
I'm
right,
going in.
Dr. Chill.
Super chill.
I haven't had
Goddamn.
cream soda in so long. That sounds good right now.
This is
Cream soda.
This is great.
Oh no, he's.
You just lost the entire crew, Timmy. I'm sorry, but
Yeah.
we're all furiously buying super chill.
Going straight to Amazon for super
Yep.
chill.
Or festival foods, whichever way you want to roll.
Can I get him at a Pomida?
Yes.
Of course, I need a time machine to find a Pomida, but that's
Red
neither.
Owl and Piggly Wiggly, and that's all it's got.
Oh, goddamn. How about a super chill ice sparkling water wild berry 17 ounce for only 99 cents?
Wow.
That's gilding the
In-
lily, but I'm
In
interested.
this economy?
Yeah.
Fantastic.
Yeah,
Now you're just showing off.
yeah.
Yeah.
All right, back to the game.
Yes.
All right. So
No.
you guys
Oh.
make it to Valaki with no problem, no hassles. It is, I would say, past lunchtime, kind of like like 1 o'clock ish. as you're trying to figure out what time is like here in Barovia.
Can we see the Vistani camp that the girl was from? Because that was outside the town, right?
Yeah, it's outside of town. As you guys get close to the city, the old Svalich Road meanders into a valley washed over by dark, brooding mountains to the north and south. The woods recede, revealing a sullen mountain berg surrounded by a wooden palisade, about 15-foot tall high walls enclose the city. A thick fog presses up against the walls as though looking for a way inside, hoping to catch the town aslumber. The dirt road kind of ends at a set of sturdy iron gates. And actually, as you guys get closer, Arabelle kind of gets kind of skittish, and she kind of hides behind Rika as you guys get closer to Valaki. She is obviously got some bad feelings towards Valaki, and I don't think she wants to go there.
What concerns you, child?
My town is not in Valaki. It is outside of Valaki, and unfortunately, my father told me never ever to go to Valaki.
What did your father fear in Valaki? The immigrants?
They've been eating pets.
Feeding the dog, feeding the cat.
Dogs, they're eating
What
the
they eating?
cats.
Did he have a concept of a plan?
So, you guys see some guards, but they're not acknowledging you really yet. And I guess I don't know if you guys want to go up to talk to them, or if you want to like avoid the city and go around.
Well, does Arabelle know why her dad didn't want her to go into Wallachia?
She just
Or does she know where her people typically reside outside of the city? Because perhaps we could deliver her there first, and then we could go into the city ourselves.
Yes.
Agreed.
So she actually says that this is called this is the Morning Gate, and I live on the other side near the Sun Gate.
Okay. Well, we'll strap her to a catapult and put her head into the city and announce the siege has begun. Now, let's go to let's wander around the town. It'll only take another hour or so, right?
Yeah.
And then approach it from the other side.
That's what she
Agreed.
kind of wants. She doesn't want to go in the town, so.
We're good with that, kid.
All right. So you guys go around, and you actually pass by a couple other gates, but eventually you make it back on a path, and
Okay.
you're going and going and going, and
Keep going.
I don't know if you guys can see it on your map, but eventually you kind of do get to N9. It's down in the corner. Arabelle, as you're getting closer, she's very familiar with where you're at, going through the forest. And she's starting to get excited that she's almost home. You know, that feeling that you get on the way home.
Mm-hmm.
Sure.
And, yeah.
And that keep on trucking bumper sticker that Rick is sporting.
Yeah.
Just adds to the excitement.
Okay, let me get the next
Okay.
here. Okay. Here we go.
They have a cave troll.
God damn it.
All right. Do you guys see that in Roll20?
Yeah,
All right.
definitely.
So you've actually arrived at the camp. Let me kind of describe it to you here.
It's a handsome crew.
Mm-hmm. Don't you think?
I do. I really do.
Mm-hmm.
So, as you come in, you can kind of see there's definitely the lighting in the picture that you see here is actually kind of perfect. That's about it's about 2 o'clock, between 2 and 3 o'clock, and there's two kind of structures that you see. One is like a big tent surrounded by Vistani wagons, kind of encircling it, and then you see the best way to describe them is kind of like hovels that are kind of like hobby kind of things that go into the hill, and it's like a little home, and all of those homes have little from where you can see, because you guys are just coming into the clearing, like kind of elaborate, almost like elven lanterns in front of them that are lit already at this time of day.
Well, we use a grub stick and get out all those tasty hobbits and start feasting.
Hobbits.
Yeah.
Pork 'em.
Amen, brother.
Do you want to lead us to your dad, Arabelle, and we'll turn you in, take our filthy lucre, and get some stories about the town?
All right. Yes. So she starts to kind of like, I guess she would hold onto Rika's hand and kind of lead her closer. And the first thing you do is you kind of go past one of these houses, this little hovels, and you look a little bit closer at it, and you're definitely actually Barbarius. You're definitely sensing elven construction here, for sure. And you see a grim, gray cloaked figure standing in front of the door of one of those houses. And Arabella is not afraid of this guy. She kind of waves to him, and he approaches you.
Me?
You have a comic book store in Santa Carla, California?
Is he Elvin?
He is not like any elf that you've ever seen before, but yes, he is elven in stature, but darker.
Like, what do you mean darker? Like a
Oh,
drow?
like a drow?
Kind of looks drowy to you. Yeah, kind of like paler, darker skin. I guess paler skin.
I'll hail him in Elven.
Vanadu, Elrond.
Yeah. Oh, no, do we know that?
You know, done.
Macklin.
So this guy comes.
Macklin.
I gotta hold on a second here.
Cara's Galathon, home of Celeborn and Lady
Bruno, are you
Elaine.
watching Rings of Power? I forgot to ask you.
I started watching it and I like it.
Bruno's in on anything with Cert and the shipwright.
Yeah,
Yeah. Bruno, are you watching Rings of Power?
I'm not.
I'm not either. I tried to watch the beginning of season 2, and 10 minutes in, I was smacking my nuts with a ball peen hammer.
Yeah.
So,
I'm not
I'll
gonna
leave
say
it
I'm
at
not
that.
gonna watch it, but I'm not watching it now, and I'm not a ton of impetus to watch it, which totally sucks.
I am not going to watch it.
Yeah.
So we'll just leave it there. Okay, anyway,
I've never been more
what does he
excited
say?
to watch it.
so he says, "Welcome,
Yeah, makes
welcome
sense.
to our camp. My
Bye.
name is Casimir. Casimir, and how can I help you?"
Yeah, that's curious. I was just taken aback. I have not seen your kind of our kind, as it were. Where do you hail from?
I am from this land, this Barovia.
Hmm. Do you know the home of what's this chick's little girl's dad's name?
Arabella! The whole town, the whole Vistani camp is out searching for you right now. You must go see your father.
Well, we have rescued her, and we have come to collect our reward, of course.
Not to put too fine a point on it.
Right.
Very well done. Yes, Luvash is absolutely distraught. You must go see him now. And he actually says like if you have more questions for me, I am a dusk elf. If you have more questions, come and talk to me later. Right now, Arabelle must find her father. And he kind of points you guys up the path, and you guys are kind of directed up towards that big tent in the middle.
All right, let's go.
We'll head towards it,
Okay,
Mm-hmm.
gotcha. Let's see, I gotta switch this over.
making no attempt to hide that keep on trucking bumper sticker.
Yeah.
Yeah. Or the other junk in the trunk bumper
Yeah.
sticker on your ass.
That one says keep on fucking.
Yeah.
Where are you guys?
I don't see any map.
Go up into the upper right-hand corner. I think that's where you guys are.
Oh, yeah, I got it.
I hope everybody's set up okay.
Uh, all I see is my own token.
I see everybody's token, but it's like in a forest path.
I just see mine as well.
Yeah.
It was Horus.
Try to
that
refresh,
founded
guys.
The Luna Wolves.
All right,
Oh,
refreshing.
Maybe refresh your
Got it.
browsers.
I got a big circle.
I'm gonna have Rika cast light spell, so
Wonderful.
you guys can kind of see what's going on. Does
Yeah,
everybody
it's better.
see what's going on now?
Kinda.
Yes. Yep. I can.
Okay.
Well, I can see in the dark, of course.
Yes. Let's see. Do I have that turned on you right now? Yes, I do. You have night vision 30 right now.
Okay.
Okay. You guys can kind of follow the path up. I don't know if you can or not.
Oh, I get it. We're following the path like this.
Yes.
Got it. Oh, I get
Got
it.
the
That's
light.
pretty neat.
Oh, there we go.
You still see it?
Yeah.
Ladies is cutting across up the hill. Okay, so you guys make it up into camp, and outside the tent is a pile of empty wine casks. Signals that these guys have been drinking a lot.
We're too late.
And actually, as you're approaching closer to the big tent, you do have a sense that some of these tents or these wagons are filled with like families, women, and children. But you're not seeing a lot of guards or anything like that right now. Just a reminder, you were just told that they are out looking for Arabelle right now. But you also hear like a brutal like a smack, skin on skin, and a howl, and it sounds like a young man. And it's so weird. This is a very, very large tent, but the tent actually kind of shakes after that feeling of a hit that you just heard. And there's you hear some cursing coming from the inside of the tent. There's thick smoke that billows out from the campfires that are kind of surrounding this place. The flaps of the tent are open if you guys go around the front. If you kind of go around this way.
Like right here.
Yep. You'll see a door. Whoa, how'd you get inside there?
I can go in anywhere I please.
Oh,
Where'd the light go?
So
I just restricted the movement. There we go. Now it's better. Okay. Now you can't go everywhere anymore.
Oh, really?
So
Yes, you're right.
you get in there, and you see that there's a kind of a younger man that is standing shirtless. He has been thoroughly flogged. His back is bleeding badly. It looks like raw streaks of blood are like dripping down onto his pants. This man who you guys might think is Luvash, as Arabella might have described him a little bit, just pounds this kid in the jaw and breaks like some of his teeth and is just ruthlessly kind of like beating on this guy, and the whole tent is shaking. In the shadows, there's other Vistani that are sitting around just watching this happen. And then you hear,
Wait,
Luvash.
and how old is the kid?
uh, it's like between like 17 and 20 ish, kind of that age. Um,
And how
he's
old is the guy hitting him?
it's like a grown man, like maybe in his 40s, 30s or 40s. Big, strong, like big, strong Vistani men.
Oh yeah, big strong
All right,
guy beating a kid.
I'm gonna say really loudly. I hope we're not interrupting anything.
um,
Lublash, I presume.
so Luvash turns around. Oopsies, missing a couple people up here. Let me bring them in. So Luvash
Roll
does
for
turn around, and he sees you guys walk into the tent, and actually one of the Vistani men kind of come and put their hands in front of you until he sees Arabelle behind Rika, and Luvash turns around and sees her too, and just this big, strong man that was about to kill this other younger man just melts. He just absolutely melts. And Arabella runs to him and he goes to his knees and they hug each other. And he's like, Arabella, you are back. Uh, I cannot believe it. And the, there's just a joyous, ruckus celebration. And even the guy, the guy that was getting beat is like thankful too that Arabella's back.
What was going on?
Mm-hmm.
Well, this guy actually, well, you'll find out. I guess. Gotta find it though. So, yes, so there's another man off in the corner. I don't know if you see him. He's gonna step in, and this guy right here, and he says, "Alexei, you've had enough," and he starts to actually unbind him. Um, Apparently, this guy was in charge of Arabella, and Arabella comes up and smacks him on the chest and
What?
said,
Eh,
"Why did you leave me alone? Why did you leave me alone? That hay grabbed me." And she's actually also mad at him. And Luvash and Arabella are just kind of like it was a reunion that they are all very um, happy to be back. And probably your timing was just about right because this guy probably would have killed this other guy named Alexei that's sitting there.
Timmy, I'm gonna ping. Is
Uh,
this guy
yeah.
Luvash?
Yep,
Yeah.
that's Luvash, and
Okay.
this one is another guy that is unbinding him, and then this is Alexei here that has been getting beat up on.
You want to give us some face work there, Mister John?
Uh, Greetings, Mr. Luvash. Obviously, we are thrilled to return your child to you. As she said, there was a number of hags. In fact, three of them forming an evil coven at the windmill some distance past the lake. But we were able to defeat and destroy those hags and save your daughter and several others.
At
And she
great
made it
personal cost.
at great peril.
Yeah.
Uh, One of our number, the turtle, as you see in back, he is still incapacitated and barely with us. But we wanted to return her to you. That seemed obviously the thing to do to reunite the family, and it seems as if our timing was quite perfect in some ways.
Oh, thank you, thank the Lord that you are here. I have been spending this whole day praying for her return. Um, my thanks to you. My thanks. Anything that I can do to help you, it is yours.
Maybe
So,
hand job all
Well,
around.
Yeah.
Perhaps we could. Right now, what would be wonderful would be some hot food and perhaps some place to bathe and refresh ourselves, and then we can talk about
Yes,
remuneration.
yes, we must celebrate. My daughter is back. We must celebrate absolutely. And then he says, it's Luvash and what's the other guy's name?
Sawgrass, Pete.
Striker, William.
Yeah, striker.
Striker.
Aragal. So Aragal, get some wine. Get some more wine. And Aragal goes and he actually rolls in a barrel. He rolls in a barrel, and
Great.
they tap it, and you guys have wine. Some of the Vistani ladies had some food, but they actually go out and get some more. They are all in a joyous. They were in a foul mood when you walked in, but they are in a much better mood now. And even Alexei, he's like, I deserved every bit of that beating. and
Wow.
and he
Are we getting the vibe that he kind of liked it?
Right?
I think he felt like he deserved it because he lost the boss's daughter under his watch. He had apparently been drinking a little bit, as you guys would find out during the night. But he's happy, and Luvash is like, "You've learned your lesson, haven't you?" And he's like, I'll never do anything
Has
like that
he?
again. I don't know.
As?
I don't know.
Yeah. Real.
I don't
Comeback.
know.
So yeah, Luvash is, I mean, Irina is kind of like hanging out in the back, and she's watching this, and she's feeling like you guys made the right choice here, but she is watching every single Vistani with a very wary eye, and kind of hanging out in the shadows in the back.
Me.
So let's make a couple perception checks.
All right.
If anybody can make a quick perception check.
Yeah, I'm on it. Oh, I failed. 7.
Ah,
Ugh.
I got an 18.
all right. An 18 is gonna have you guys notice that the barrel that was rolled in is a wine that's called what's it called? Great Mash, and it has a big emblazoned on the side of it is something that says Wizard of Wines Winery. And
Whoa, wizard.
Wizards of Wines Winery, and you guys are drinking freely of it. And I don't know. I think Calypso is pretty hungry after a day's hike, and
Always.
I'm positively famished. Yes, please bring forth the breads, the meats, the cheeses, anything but dream pies, and I am good to go.
you don't see any dream pies here, but you do see all kinds of other like Vistani delicacies that they brought out just for you. What you guys are experiencing is a similar feeling of hospitality that you got when you were in Madame Ava's camp out. They brought you in, and they are very hospitable to you guys as you come in, especially after saving the daughter.
MOON, that spells moon.
Mm-hmm.
I'm going to be pretending to be sipping wine, but I want to stay sober, and I'm just clocking everybody in this room out in this shadowy corner.
Okay, so you guys are experiencing the hospitality of Luvash and Aragal. They are the leaders of this Vistani camp, and you know, for all of the warnings that Irina gave you, you're sensing that he's a pretty charismatic guy, and you kind of like being here. So,
Will he spill any information on Valaki and why he doesn't like the town?
so Yes.
Well,
absolutely.
and for that matter, I wonder if they have any information about some of the things we're seeking.
Yes.
I think
Well,
that would
could
be an
you
excellent.
Mhm.
yeah, could whoever the face, John, you have the, aren't you our spokesman? Maybe you could arrange a like a private conversation with Dudo.
Yeah.
We could
So
fly
at
him.
some point, when everything is well in hand, I think uh, Luvash, if it's possible, not tonight. We're celebrating, and your daughter's just been returned, but possibly tomorrow. We would love to see you. You said anything that we'd like. We are looking for some information. We're trying to find out a few areas of interest, and we'd love to talk to you about it more
He
tomorrow.
interrupts you. He's like, yes, 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 that will all come later during the Durok. We will have the Durok after much merriment. Now is time for the Prastonata. And as soon as he yells Prastonata, the whole like rest of the tent goes Prastonata, and one of the guys whips out an accordion, and another guy gets a little drum, and they actually start playing music. And
Mm.
everybody, one of the ladies kind of pulls ladies man ladies aside and forms you kind of like into a circle. And everybody kind of like starts to
Mhm.
form like a
Does
little
this
circle.
does this feel like an advertisement for Vostronata or whatever? Oh,
Prastonata!
Vostronata! I'll have some. I love Vostronata.
It cured my priapism.
Yeah, yeah. It gave me mine.
Right.
So, actually, we are gonna roll initiative.
Uh-oh.
Strangely
Ooh.
enough.
Oh, what?
So please roll initiative.
I don't like this.
Now, if I request under the bridge 12 times in a row, is anybody going to
No,
get pissed?
no. Yes.
I'll move out.
Oh, I got a
Damn it.
natural 20. So
All right. Rebarius, looks like you're going first. Um, this lady comes up to you and says, "Now it is time to dance." And she grabs Barbarius, and they go kind of around the pole, and she starts doing a dance. And um, this is the Prastonata, and you're watching her do it, and she wants you to dance as well with her.
me? Like me?
Yeah, she wants you to dance, and
Well, I do have a 16 dexterity.
Yeah.
let me
So
tell.
I'll set the glass of wine down and I'll throw my cape back and I'll snap my fingers and I'll start
So
wiggling my.
as you're kind of like starting to watch her do this dance, Luvash kind of explains the rules of the Prastonata to you guys.
Oh boy.
So he says, the Vistani here will lead the dance, and you must follow her lead for 5 circles around the pole. Um, you must also dance, and the better you dance, the more reward you will receive. And then,
Hmm.
so basically, what you're going to have to do is a performance check on your sheet. And
no.
you are going to be dancing against Vistana and
Oh no.
her dancing check. So
Oofta.
it's basically a dance off, and
Yeah.
you're going to be doing 5 rounds around the pole, and the more points that you earn, you get a point when you dance better than her. The more points you get, the more you get a chance at a reward at the end, apparently.
Might be that hand
I
job.
like the sound of that. Yeah, wouldn't mind a handy. All right. So
Ending
who goes
area.
first?
He said nervously.
Yeah. Easy, Rito. Easy.
So the music starts, and you guys, she starts dancing, and let me pull up D20.
Some of those pre-rolls.
I don't have any pre-rolls.
Yeah. Bullshit.
Dying on pre-rolls here.
All right, so it is first round.
Nice.
Oh no.
Oh, God.
So what's your performance roll?
Brabby?
Yeah.
0.
All right. Well,
I have
if you can win
0.
You need a 20.
So should I just roll a 120? Oh, all right, I'm rolling. Oh,
Oh,
18.
Brabby.
Oh man.
2 18s to begin with.
So everybody laughs and the Vistani claps at you, but you've lost round 1. Round 2 is coming.
I bet it is.
Oh,
my
you
God.
can't win.
What did she get?
1921.
Oh, jeez.
This couldn't work out any
Oh
better.
my God. Yeah.
Brabby humiliated.
Krabby just
Oh,
that open.
Yeah.
Oh no, I got a 7. I got a 7.
Pop that thing open.
Everybody in the whole group says Prastonata, and you lost round 2.
Come on.
Now third round.
All right.
Oh my
So
God.
that's good.
At least it wasn't the 20.
Don't
12.
fuck up.
Ugh.
Prastonata! And she claps and laughs at you again. Round 4.
How many rounds are there?
Oh,
There's
5.
5 rounds.
Oh, here's your opening. Don't fuck it up.
Don't
Yeah.
fuck up.
Come on.
75% chance to win.
16.
Hey!
Now our group says that's the
Prastonata!
That's the front now. Okay, last round. 12.
50-50.
beatable.
All right, come on, Porter. Come on, Brabby. 11.
Oh!
Vladivostoka.
So,
What a
Yeah.
shitbird.
all right, so Barbarius, you have earned 1 point of like a future treasure that we'll talk about later. Who had the next?
Yeah,
best
I get the
initiative?
skanky one.
I believe that Calypso was next. He's shockingly light on his feet at times for a 450-pound lizard.
Right.
All right, so let's start the Prastonata. She rolls.
Oh my God, it's Cindy Kurtz.
Whoa, bro.
It is. Nice.
Hey!
Is there a picture?
Yeah.
So
With the purple headdress, Cal.
I must warn you, girl. I only get better from here.
you won round 1. She doesn't laugh at you, but she does still clap.
Chatuta.
Ooh.
Doable.
Thought I rolled, but it's not showing.
There it is.
Oh, there it is.
Oh.
Crap.
Prastonata! And she claps and laughs at you.
All right, 1 and 1.
Ooh.
Oh shit.
What is your performance check?
+3.
+3. Oh, it's better than her.
Mm-hmm.
You get him
Why
right.
it's taking so long to show up.
Yeah! So
I got you count as 2. That's a nat 20.
you got 2. That's awesome. Good job. Next round.
That's great.
13.
Ricka, you're gonna dance with the
Nice. So is that 3 points now, right?
3
So
points.
far.
And one
One to
last
go.
One last spin. Ooh.
Timmy rolling
Oh.
hot tonight.
boy. Hey.
Oh,
Hey!
roll off.
Roll off.
Olaf.
You should roll off at disadvantage for that natural 20 that
No.
Right.
Calypso rolled. Yeah, still didn't work.
Ah, shoot. All right, so you got 3 points. Well done. Well done. All right, who's next?
Ladies will go. Yeah. You see him kind of warming up, popping and locking, like doing a robot
Yeah.
in the corner. Woo!
All right, let's dance, ladies. And she rolls. Man.
Oh man.
Jesus. All right. I'm at -1, so these rolls are at
Oh
a
no!
-1.
I would think that you'd be more dexterous.
I know. Well, it's charisma, and charisma's a dump stat for monks. So,
that's true.
so I got her though.
Jimmy, turn off the cheating dice you use with John. Cause...
Yeah.
Wait, no, I never rolled this well in John's game. All right, so one point goes to ladies. Well done. Dang.
All right. So 10.
One
so
and one.
1 and 1. Come
Prostitute.
on. Another 10.
All right, round 3.
Yep. That's a 10 for me on the third round.
Roll them.
Did I roll? No, I didn't roll.
Not yet.
Oh,
yay!
There you go.
Hey!
Okay, don't pay any attention to those other rolls.
2 and 1.
Okay.
Round 4.
All right.
Nice.
17.
Nice.
Okay, are we on round 4?
Yep.
This is round 4.
Okay.
Chewing on that 17.
Oh!
Nice.
She stumbles and almost falls into one of the campfires.
Oh no.
And
then last 12.
Three and
has
1.
Been drinking a little too heavily. Oh, but
Biff.
she pulled it together. She got a little adrenaline.
So I think I got 3 out of that, didn't I?
You got 3.
Yep, you did.
That's right.
Nice.
It's a fun job, Mr. Ladies and Gentlemen. That's a fun job.
Thank you very much. It was a pleasure.
Okay, now Rika, you have your choice of male dance partner. Who would you like?
I will take,
Go for the sadomasochist, Alexi.
ladies and gentlemen, I will take,
Tudor?
you know, I think I want the dude who got beat pretty good.
Yeah, Alexi.
Now,
Yeah,
Alexi.
Alexi might be at a -1 just like me.
Alexi does have like well, he put a shirt back on and he's drinking
But he took his
heavily.
pants off.
He's drinking heavily, and he might
Old Donald Duck.
he might Donald Duck it later. So,
The wealth he's
Prastonata!
gonna get from me, nothing. Yeah.
Oh my
Oh,
god.
Hey, ooh.
Ooh.
Round 1. He laughs and points at you and then claps.
Jerk.
Hey!
There's a point.
On the board. Yep.
This is round 3. Oh!
On the Borg.
Don't fuck it
On
up,
the
Pete.
board.
Nice.
Round 4. Beatable.
Oh, damn it.
Oh! And last round.
Oh, I can do this.
Yay!
Yay!
So you got 3.
Got 3, yep.
Okay, cool. So, as you guys finish a night of dancing, it's been actually kind of fun.
And we all notice how Brabarius is the only one who only won one.
Yeah.
Yeah, you'd think an elf would be graceful, but he's just
Yeah.
so wooden. You know?
Totally. Dwarven superiority once again.
Irina refuses to dance with the Vistani, and she goes out and possibly starts gambling with some other Vistani at a different tent.
That's fucked up.
Yeah.
I seduce her.
All right. So now that you guys have done the Prastonata, Luvash kind of like gathers everyone around and says, "Now it is time for the Durok."
Oh
And
no.
the Durak is ritual storytelling.
Oh
Um,
good.
you guys actually experienced the Durak with the last Vistani tribe that you were at that brought you here. I don't know if you guys remember that at all.
I don't.
Yeah, too many Quakers, bro.
Yeah.
Well, he the leader of that group that actually brought you into the Barovian Mist told you a story about Strahd before he was a vampire. I think that's what he did.
Okay.
Yeah.
So let's see here. So the number of points the PCs earn grants the PCs rewards. So, first, the Dorok. So everybody kind of like calms down. The music dies down, and Luvash pulls up a chair in kind of like the middle of the tent, and everybody gathers around for storytelling. Here is the tale that he tells. A mighty wizard came to this land over a year ago. I remember him like it was yesterday, but I do not remember his name. He stood exactly where you are standing, and he points to Calypso.
Mm-hmm.
He was a very charismatic man. He thought he could rally the people of Borovia against our Lord Strahd. I warned him against this, as I will also warn you to never battle Strahd. It is completely futile. He is very powerful. This wizard only stirred them and got them killed. He inspired them with thoughts of revolt and bore them to the castle in mass. When Lord von Zarovich appeared, the wizard's peasant army fled in terror. The cowards, he spits. A few stood their ground, but they were never seen again. The wizard and our Lord Strahd cast spells at each other. Their battle flew from the courtyards of Ravenloft to a precipice overlooking the falls. I saw the battle with my own eyes. Thunder shook the mountains, and great rocks tumbled down upon the wizard. Yet, by this magic, I believe he survived. Lightning from the heavens struck the wizard again, and he stood his ground. But when Strahd fell upon him, the wizard's magic could not save him. I saw his body thrown 1,000 feet to its death. Of course, I climbed down to the river to search for the wizard's body, but I could not find it. You see, I believe it had been taken by the river. I was looking for anything of value, but it was all lost to the river. You see, it is foolish to challenge such a powerful being as Strahd. The wizard was a fool. And he concludes his Darok by saying, it is customary for our guests to also share a story. So, would anybody like to share any of the stories of your adventure so far?
We share
So,
the book of Strahd von Zarovich that we found in the windmill. You know that.
Well, yeah, before we do that, Barbarius is going to step up and straighten his, kind of smooth out his cloak and say, I have many stories. And he's going to start reciting a story about like some ancient history, whatever. And somebody's got to cut him off.
Uh,
And then the
Nobody
Medes
does.
came
Nobody
down
does.
over the. Yeah,
Everybody's like feigning interest.
yeah. All right, I'll stop once I get the sense that nobody really wants to listen to me. Well, anyway,
Luvash does clap, and I'm not sure if you guys do want to show the Tome of Strahd or not. It's really your choice, but You do
Well,
know that.
I was wondering if we could just recount the story from it, not necessarily show it or talk about it.
That's a good idea.
You know what I mean?
Okay. He finds it very interesting, um, but it does challenge a bit of his understanding of Strahd. He sees Strahd as his leader and lord. So he's been drinking a lot and thinks it's really funny. But he does say, because of your dancing, if you've scored 3 points in the Prastonata, you may ask me any questions and I will answer truthfully.
I
Are you
may.
the head of the Quickie Mart? Are you really the head of the Quickie Mart?
Who
Well,
needs the quickie
anybody
mart?
have any ideas?
Right.
I do.
Well, what can you tell us of Valaki?
The Valakis, they hate the Vistani. They hate our lord Strahd. It is the only city in all of Barovia that does not worship Strahd as ruler.
Why is
They
that? What do
oppose him.
they?
They are foolish. And they do
They
not
do.
allow us in their city.
Mr. Luvash, I have a question for you. The story, the Duroc you told about this foolish wizard, uh, it was brought to my attention that somewhere in your land there is a lake that has what appears to be some sort of wizard's tower on the lake or near the lake.
Oh yes, I know it well. I know
Where,
all of
where
these
would
lands
where
very
would
well.
we find this tower?
If it is the tower that I think you are talking about, it is on Lake Bartok, which is up north to the northwest of Valaki. You
I
cannot
believe
miss
that's the
it.
one Rito called, right?
Yeah.
It
Yeah, I
is a
think so.
tower.
Yeah.
It is a tower that stands in the middle of Lake Bartok. It is
Is there a
sometimes
way? Go
yes,
ahead, please.
it is sometimes difficult to travel to, but sometimes there is a path.
When does that path appear, and what form might it take?
If you do not find the path, you would have to use a boat to get to this lake.
But how would you find the path if it's available?
It is a path that runs from the land to the island in the middle of the lake.
Excellent, excellent. Anything else we should know about that area?
Uh, Vistani
What about the wolves?
very often stay away from this tower because we believe it is cursed.
And why is it? Why do you think it is cursed? What has happened there? I take it bad things have happened.
I have heard stories of people being struck by lightning as they approach. So we stay away
Is it?
from it.
That seems good cause to stay away for certain. Bolts of lightning from on high, not something we'd want to deal with, of course, either.
Yes, yes, more questions, please. You have earned.
You know where there
my
is?
trust.
We've heard tale of a wolf's den near a lake.
You speak of the followers of Mother Night. Yes. Strangely enough, this place is hidden from us, but we believe there is much activity of the wolves. Actually, near Lake Bartok is very close to there. But I do not know exactly where.
I see. It's like we're going to Lake Bartok.
I like it.
Yeah, yeah.
Spent
What else do we
there
want to
one
know?
summer.
So,
Ladies and gentlemen, do you remember your card? Ladies?
Ladies'
Or
card
gentlemen?
was. Yeah, no, there was at the top of my head. It was something in a cell or a chamber.
Your enemy is a creature of darkness whose powers are beyond immortality. This card will lead you to him. He lurks in a hall of bones in the dark pits of the castle.
Oh.
That's Strahd?
That could be
Fun.
Strahd's castle. It could be this wizard's keep too, for all we know.
Hmm.
So I don't know how you want to broach
Okay.
that, but
Yeah.
that's what you're looking at.
Yeah.
Well, I think we got more than we can handle right now. How about this? Is it possible that we could defer a few of our questions and perhaps come back after we've done some investigating of this lake?
I consider you much like my family. You have done the Prastonata with us. You have shared the Dorok with my family here inside my tent. You have saved my child. I consider you as part of my family. Yes, anything, anything
Wonderful.
for you.
Well, maybe we get him to help us equip us for whatever we might need to go to the lake, and then maybe we go investigate the lake. Go on a little backpack, a little
Yeah.
weekend journey.
Mm-hmm.
I think so.
Boondoggle.
And I'm going to say, Mr. Luvash, we greatly appreciate your hospitality. It has been our pleasure to participate in your festival here, and of course to return your daughter to it is an honor to be of service to you.
Yes. Do you plan to stay the night with my family here? I just want to know so I can set up some tents for you.
I think we
If
should do that and get a
Yeah,
good night's sleep.
if you have room, and we would be more than happy to stay here in your beautiful camp.
So Arena, Arena was out playing gambling with them, but they were just rolling dice. They didn't have any money, so so she came back in, and she does actually come up to you and say, um, "We must get to Valaki. I don't feel safe here."
I think these people have our best interests at heart. We were planning to stay overnight, and we are going to stay overnight. And then tomorrow, we can potentially go into Valaki before we begin our next leg of our journey.
So
If you don't,
she comes up to you and whispers in your ear and says like, "You cannot trust these people. I we may have won Luvash's uh, uh, appreciation, but you cannot trust these Vistani. I swear to you, they are in league with
uh,
Strahd, and Strahd is trying to kill me."
I completely understand your concern. And when I say we're going to sleep here, we we have become friendly with these folks, but to your point, the entire land in some ways conspires against us, and you in particular. I think we will still keep a regular watch, and we'll all be in one large tent together. I think that safety in numbers should suffice.
What time is it during the day, Jimmy?
So you guys got there about 3. It's been about 3 hours. It's about 7 o'clock. It's dark. It's nighttime outside.
Yeah, I mean, the problem with this whole land is sleeping in the middle of the wild at night
Well,
is
you
probably not safe
do
either.
know it took you about close to an hour to get from seeing the walls of Valaki to seeing the walls of this camp. Maybe like I don't know, like 5 to 10 miles. It's not really that far.
Yeah, I mean, I guess we could go back to Valaki, but I feel like that we want the information from these guys. And again, if we're all in the same tent, whether it's here
Well,
or
yeah,
whether it's in an inn in Valaki, I don't know what the difference is.
I
I'm
agree.
going to pull Calypso aside and I'm going to say, "You're a soldier. What do you make of the tactical position? How many people do they have, and are they equipped with arms? Because I was sitting in the corner kind of they,
You're,
oh,
Oh
you're
my
going
god.
robot on
oh,
of
Oh
sorting.
my god.
Whoa.
Yeah.
That's very cool.
That's awesome.
sorry, I walked away. I was just going to say, I was going to ask Calypso, I was going to say, how many people are under arms? How many soldiers do they have or fighters? What's our tactical position? So that's what I
Um,
went up to and asked Calypso.
yeah. Clips, do you know anything about that?
I don't know. Do I know anything about that?
Well, you do know that on the way in, there was a dusk elf, and he said that much of the Vistani tribe is out searching the forest for Arabelle right now, but they had been doing that all day, and they might be coming back soon.
Yeah. I mean, we're certainly outnumbered here, but the fact that the leader of this group does seem well disposed towards us, is it possible there might be someone who would go against his wishes? Yeah, of course that's possible. But again, if they're after Arena and we go to town, it's possible they would attempt the same thing there. I
Yeah,
think as long
we're
as we,
trying to ambush us in the
yeah, I
middle
think
of the
exactly. I think as long as we maintain our due vigilance, I think we have as good a chance of having a safe night here as we do either en route to town or in town itself. Perhaps I'm
Yep.
wrong, but that is my opinion.
Yeah, fair enough.
He is very very welcoming to you guys, and he sent out somebody to one of the tents is kind of like an extra tent, maybe like not the tents,
Lineages
but
in Dungeons and Dragons offer a new depth to character creation
Whoa.
beyond
how's that?
traditional races.
Hello. I think that
Rito, somebody
it
put
must have
new
been Rito.
batteries in Rito.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Um, so they have a wagon. That's what I meant to say. There's a wagon that is unoccupied right now, and some of you could sleep in it, and some of you would also have to sleep out on the ground. But now he says, now for your rewards. So he says that you guys have the opportunity for some rewards, but you are going to have to roll, and it is only the people that got threes
Oh,
are
No.
allowed to roll for a Vistani gift, and then your entire group has a choice to make between some treasures that he has from his personal tent. So, um, so I guess the first thing that you might want to do is roll. And here's the problem here: I don't know if these are D&D legal, so I might have to make them. But there are some gifts that he has for you guys, but you have to roll for them.
what do we roll?
It's a roll 1 through 6. And once you roll one of them, it's off the table, of course.
Oh,
So let's go in the same order that you danced.
well, since
I only got
Primarius is not
one.
legal for this, I guess I will be going first.
Yeah.
A lucky 3.
All right. So as you basically are presented with a gift, it is a battle axe. This is
Oh.
called the
Ooh.
battle axe of death.
Wow.
Oh.
It's a magical weapon. It is a +1 axe, but
Whoa.
he warns you that you need to have. I don't know if Vistani know what attunement means, but he says that you need to attune to it first, and be careful. It is very powerful.
Well, this is a princely gift. What exactly are its powers?
I do not know. I just know that it is magical.
Oh, fair enough. Fair enough. Well,
Um,
I thank you. I thank you. This is quite generous.
All right. So
Who can use it? Anyone?
next person that rolled that 1-3,
Ladies.
Probably ladies.
ladies.
Mhm.
2.
Boy.
2. All right. So he presents you with something called a blood arrow.
Oh my god.
It is a arrow, and you guys can identify it later. But it's called a blood arrow.
That might be important for killing something.
Mm,
And
okay.
Okay.
one more.
Now, do I roll die 4 because 2 and 3 are off the table?
Nope, just roll a die 6, and then if you roll one of the gifts that has already been presented, you can roll again.
Gotcha. Okay, roll again. I'm telling you, man, should have just let me roll
You don't
a
want
die
this
4.
There you go.
Okay.
You've offended them.
Numero uno.
So he does say that this is a very precious gift from from the Vistani in general. He says this is the Vistani Night Blade, and if you look at it, there's strange writings that decorate the blade. The handle is made of bone, and the blade is cursed to the Walking Dead. So it actually is a magic item that deals an additional 1d4 damage to zombies and skeletons.
Nice.
That seems like a cleric-y thing.
Yeah. That was probably one of the better rolls that you can get on here.
Timmy, so in terms of adding this, I don't see a Battle Axe of Death listed in Battle Axe magic items.
Right. I'm gonna have to build these and then put them on your characters, I think.
Gotcha.
I'm going way off script here.
I like it.
Good.
Cool.
Thank you.
Okay, and now finally, Luvash snaps his fingers, and there's actually 2 men that come in carrying things, and one is a wooden chest, and then he puts it down. The other one is an iron chest, and he puts it down. Then a lady walks in, and she has 2 items in her hand. One is a small onyx box, and in her other hand, there's a small wooden box. And he says, nothing can compare to the life of my daughter. This is the best that I can do. I give you one of these Vistani treasures. And he says, you may choose one box.
Just can you describe the boxes again?
Yep. There's a big wooden chest.
Iron chest?
When I say big, it's like a guy had to bring it in, holding it with both hands. And then there's an iron chest, which is also very similar. He had to bring it in, a little bit heavier. And then there's a small onyx box, a little black box. And then there's a small wooden box that is, I wouldn't say it's that small, but it's like shoebox size, I guess.
All I can say
treasure.
is that Till's going to be pissed off that he missed out on a dance contest.
I know, right?
A dance-off.
Dance-off.
Yeah.
So I feel like the big chest is probably gold or something. And that onyx one's probably maybe something magical. What's the shape of that onyx one?
It is shaped kind of like an octagon, and it's black and it's lustrous.
That'd be my vote, but
well, anything's going to be good.
Yeah.
I'm looking at this from the Last Crusade way of looking at it, and the worst box, the wooden is the way to go, but onyx is the way I would kind of lean. So
lean, huh?
Well, you know my vote.
Leans in.
Lean. Is it legal?
Yeah. I would probably lean towards either the iron chest or the onyx box. Although the thing with the onyx box is it feels like that could be a very sort of cool limited thing. The other chests might be a little bit more universal, but it's hard to say.
I will point out right now it's about 2-1 if we take this room and take it all.
Just for trying, Timmy's going to make somebody 20th level.
I will remind you that the entire you're surrounded by other Vistani in the tents, but they're mostly women and children, but they all fight to the death.
A subtle DM
So
hint
does
there.
Ricka. So does Ricka.
Yeah, so does
So
Rick.
does Ricka.
So,
Around it.
Do you guys want to
ladies and
leave it at some
gentlemen,
dice?
which chest are you leaning towards?
Yeah.
Uh-oh.
What's that?
Which chest are you leaning towards?
I like just the wooden one, the plain one.
Mm.
Okay.
Maybe we do a low to high because it sounds like 2 votes for wood, 2 votes for onyx.
Well, I was either iron or onyx, so
Oh,
yeah. I don't know. I feel like onyx. You guys are both on it. We're kind of
Yeah,
yeah.
I don't
So
have a dog in it. Yeah, do whatever you
fuck
want.
it. Let's do the onyx.
Done.
Done?
I mean, it is a black box. It's hard to get
Yeah.
away from that.
That's true.
Will the DM tell us
and it's
afterwards?
No,
He chose
he will tell you.
poorly.
He will tell you now. You guys, he gives you the small onyx box, and you guys, I guess you can open it together. It's not locked or anything, but it is a gold filigree adorned with diamonds, valued at 1,500 gold pieces.
What?
Yes,
Not too shabby.
On close inspection, it reveals a faintly etched inscription on the back which reads, Lady Tasha Petronova. This ornate gold filigree was a wedding gift for Lady Tasha in commemoration of her marriage to Falcon von Habsburg. If the so that's what you get. It's probably one of the better ones that you could have grabbed.
Nice.
What were in the other ones? Just player to DM.
I will tell you, 2 of them were kind of gold, and one was a
Yeah, that's what I think.
deal or no deal, not a zonker.
Oh, a boner,
What is it called? It's a zonk. One was a zonk.
a whammy.
A whammy.
Yeah.
Well, I'd say we got a good deal. Now, do we think we could sell this at that town and use the proceeds to get some shit we need?
Or will we run into Lady Tasha Petronova or
Right.
the von Habsburg family, and maybe they would even greater reward the return of this wedding dowry?
Yes, it's all up to you. It is yours.
I guess.
Like I said,
This hinge.
Do we know the name?
Did you say it was?
Do we recognize that name at all? Is that anybody a lore of anybody around here?
Well, it's interesting that you say that. As you guys have been kind of getting to know people from Barovia, and especially with Irina and Icemark, you're understanding the naming conventions here. For example, Irina is known as her last. Oh, I gotta look it up now. Her father's name was Kolyan Indirovich, and Irina's name is Irina Kolyanovich, and Icemark was named Icemark Indirovich. Just naming conventions. Whenever you hear that Vich at the end, it's kind of like the son of or the daughter of. Ova is son or daughter of, and Vich is son of.
Gotcha.
So it's a daughter of some Habsburgs.
Peter.
Yes.
Peter.
Did we get a sense though that the way he phrased it, or could we do some sort of knowledge check? Probably not. Is this like you found something from the Habsburgs who have been dead 400 years, or is it somebody who's is still around?
So you know that because Irina has told you this. These people are bandits and they steal stuff from people. So
okay, so that would favor your argument, Reka, to keep it.
So
perhaps.
So I don't think he really understands it. He does know that it's a beautiful filigree, but but he, like he said, he's glad to have his daughter back. It's worth more than anything that he has.
Gotcha.
Great. Especially when you stole something, right?
Well, let's roll for initiative then.
Yeah.
Combat done. Yeah.
I'm
So,
just gonna throw a fireball into
Nice.
the tent.
Yeah.
This is getting too boring.
So do we want to stick around till morning, ask the dude that we saw on the way in at that point what news he was going to share with us, and then
you could do that tonight, or you can, like I said, there are people around that are playing. They're gambling. Some people are still eating, but yeah, it's getting about time for people to be. A lot of people are drinking, and they're kind of like going back off to their wagons to go to bed. Um,
Well, Calypso's been eating this entire time, and he looks kind of like the biggest iguana you've ever seen, just splayed out. And he's just like, I think I do need to hit the hay as it was. Some cool night air, wherever the wagon is. I'll sleep at the foot of the wagon. Wake me up for my shift in a few hours. I gotta go.
Filthy cloaca.
this this
Yeah.
this dragonborn, I like this man. Luvash is well into his cups, and he's kind of digging you guys right now. Okay, so you guys are gonna spend the night. You find an empty tent, an empty wagon, and you bed down. Um, Luvash has made it utterly clear, even though Aragal wants to steal some of your stuff. He talks
Oh, yeah.
he talks to Aragal, and you guys are off limits tonight, but tonight only. And
oh, good.
the night passes uneventfully, and you all have reached
Ace.
level
No
next
way.
level. Yes,
Yeah.
What?
level 6.
God damn.
God damn is right.
Are we
Wait,
doing that right
I missed
now?
that
Are we
last.
leveling up?
Oh, nice.
You can. It's from
Yeah.
here on out. There's not going to be any combat, just to let you know. But there's just going to be
For
peace
the rest
talking.
of the adventure?
No, for this evening, this night of playing. But you guys can work on your characters later and be good for the next episode.
Sweet.
Wow.
Exciting.
Very exciting.
Yeah.
I'm going to be doing that tomorrow
Um,
morning when I should be working.
Just the coven of witches alone got you almost like 95% of the way there.
Yeah, that
Nice.
had to be a big one.
So you guys need to still get to. I don't think Irina even slept last night. She was very upset that you guys stayed, but you know it's kind of like she doesn't have any control of your group, but she knows that you have her best in mind. So, but she's very tired, and she wants to get out of here.
Fair enough.
Let her go.
Well, should we head down the dusty trail to Wallachia?
Mm-hmm.
Do you want to talk to Casimir before you leave?
Yeah, we do.
He did invite you guys.
That would be great.
Okay. Let me see. I actually have. Okay. Yes. Oh, great. Cool. I forgot I did this. All right, I got to move you guys over. Hold on a second. Hey, you got rid of one of your stragglers, which is great. So you're finally
Mm-hmm.
you only have one straggler now.
That's comforting.
Hey John, how do I copy and paste characters from one board to the next?
You should be able to
Just copy.
Well, if you have them in Journal, that I usually kept characters in Journal as well, or in Art Library, you can move them in.
Let me see if this works. Ah, that worked.
Wait a second, why are there two of these guys?
Okay, so as you guys come down in the morning, standing quietly in front of his house are two other, they're called dusk elves. You may have learned about that over the night while you're talking to uh, uh, Luvash. They have a very interesting relationship, by the way. I should have probably mentioned this, that the the dusk elves and the Vistani are kind of have a symbiotic relationship where the Dusk Elves kind of protect this camp, and the Vistani go out and do whatever the Dusk Elves need. They go get stuff for them, but they are living together in a weird kind of communal way here. So there's two sullen, gray cloaked figures with angular features and black flowing hair, half hidden under their cowls. And you come up to them.
So, guys, are we going to Valaki or are we going to the lake where the tower is? I thought that's where we wanted to kind of sniff around at.
I think our idea is to hit Valaki first, and then marry any maybe other adventures that might come along the way to the lake, type of thing.
Yeah.
So
Okay.
if we collect what's in the neighborhood and then maybe gear up a little bit more before we leave town, that type of thing.
Got it. Okay. Gotcha.
I didn't realize it was such a major hub, but
Valaki, yeah.
yeah.
So you guys are at the hovel of the Dusk Elf that you saw yesterday, but now there's two guards that are standing there.
My.
Are
Let's
they
blow.
elven?
Let's blow these guys. Yeah.
Are you here to see Casimir?
We're here for blowjobs. Then
Okay, so
We're here to see Casimir.
one of the Dusk Elves goes in, and you hear talking. And he comes back out, and he says, "You may go see Casimir now." And you guys can go into his hovel.
all
Let's
right,
go.
hovel it.
Let's bust this wiener.
The small house is made of weathered timber and stone. It has a thatched roof that seems to sag under the weight of the years. It's very old. The walls are covered in patches of moss and ivy. Um, as you go in, the small house features a well decorated vestibule as you walk in, leading into a cozy room complete with a fireplace. And along the wall are cubby holes. They hold little wooden statuettes depicting elven deities. And then there's a tapestry portraying a lush forest on the opposite wall. As you enter, a dusk elf, Casimir, sits by the crackling fire, his gaze fixed on the dancing flames. He raises his hand in acknowledgement of your presence. Yes, you've come to talk to me. I appreciate this. I am quite old, and I love to talk to adventurers as they visit Barovia.
Total perv.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
What is it you want to talk about?
Well,
Adventures?
I am here to ask possibly a favor of your group.
Of course.
So,
Depending on the coin, we are always interested.
he actually pulls back his hair, and he reveals that his ear has been sliced off, kind of like Van Gogh a little bit. And he said,
Joe Bar.
Strahd towered above me and severed my ear. He held my ear to his lips, and in a venomous whisper that poisoned the depths of my soul, he assured me that I would endure a lifetime of misery, burdened by the haunting knowledge that I had single-handedly brought about the downfall of our people. He coldly proclaimed that no woman of our kind would ever be allowed to bear the fruit of our lineage, condemning our bloodline to extinction. And then he stares back at the fire.
Well, obviously he's wrong. You have kids.
I have no kids. I have no
None?
children.
Well, here, take these.
Yeah.
But in the old lore, a tale persists that the Fanes of Borovia, it is whispered that the Fae possess the knowledge to permanently destroy the Dark Lord and restore peace to our valley. Regrettably, the Fae have long vanished from our midst. Some believe that the accursed Baba Lasaga, a witch in the swamps, who haunts the treacherous lands there, was once a water fae, cursed to become a swamp fae. Our relationship with the fae has been fraught with difficulty, a history we choose not to discuss. However, if one were to locate the fae, restore their power, they might hold the key to defeat the Dark One.
The sprinkles contain potassium benzoate.
And are also cursed.
Yes.
So I will ask you, because it seems I could hear last night that you were friendly with the Vistani here. What is your view of this Strahd?
He seems like a guy who's really going places, you know? Ink's top 50 most eligible bachelors. Now, this
if we're
Strahd
honest-
sounds like a terrible guy. We'd like to take him out.
Yes. Okay. I feel the same way. Now, the
Good.
Vistani here do not feel that way. They believe he is their lord. So I cannot ask them for his favor.
But you can ask us. And I alone can grant you this favor.
This boon.
Yes.
Where's Boone?
Boone.
So, I will tell you one of my secrets that I've never told anyone. I have been having dreams, and these dreams are of my sister, my dead sister, Petrina, whose spirit has been trapped in Strahd's castle in the catacombs beneath Ravenloft for centuries. He expressed his deep desire to free her soul from torment. Oh, I would like to free her soul from its torment. He tells you
Ladies,
this.
wasn't your card about something in that below the castle too? Am I wrong?
Yeah, it was. It was in the beneath the castle. That's right.
Okay.
So he goes on because I don't want to use his voice because I didn't even work on his voice. But he tells you a story about his life, and it's actually a very tragic story where. So you guys know about Tatiana. Tatiana was Sergei's love interest. They were about to get married, but Strahd was jealous. He fell in love with Tatiana as well, and he killed his brother. He killed his brother and wanted Tatiana as his own wife, but she refused him and killed herself instead. Well, of course, Strahd was a very eligible bachelor at the time, and actually, Casimir's sister had the hots for him, and she made herself available to be his next bride, and she pursued him. Um, so, um,
Should
Sounds
we
like a
be
hostage.
reading anything into the fact that you named her Tatiana?
I did not name
Yeah.
her. No, this.
Freudian.
I actually haven't even thought about that, but yes,
Yeah.
it's interesting.
Yeah.
Uh,
It's because they're spelled differently.
So Shannon Raider, then what?
This is
Yeah.
the Russian version, and hers was the Venezuelan version. So
wow. Okay.
so anyways, Tatiana's soul, Patrina's soul remains trapped, and her soul continues to reach out to her brother in these dreams. Even though she is dead, it's kind of like her ghost still lives, and she has been like revealing herself to him, and he feels awful because when he found out that his sister was going to possibly marry Strahd, he got upset. He didn't want anything to do with that, and he told the elders of the council about it, and they were mortified, and they actually put a plan in motion where Casimir was to poison her. But she had already been turned into a vampire at the time. The poison didn't kill her, but the rest of the village, the elders of the village stoned her to death and staked her. So he kind of feels guilty all these years of basically killing his own sister, and he's tormented by these dreams, and he wants you guys to try to find her and possibly free her from her torture, free her sister's soul from the eternal damnation that she's in,
and unlock her as a playable character in Soul Calibur.
Yes.
Done.
Well, okay. Oh, Jesus.
Big man on big man.
So, yeah. Hirohito, or what was his name?
Yeah,
Yes,
everything you're proposing is possible, but before we say yes, we need to talk about one very important thing.
Yes.
Retainer.
Retainer.
Oh no. Well, he's not wrong.
No, he's not wrong.
The only thing that I can offer you is if you free my sister, she is a very powerful ally and can help you in your fight against Strahd.
Now, I believe you did say that she was turned into a vampire by Strahd.
Yeah, I was going to say.
That is correct. But
how do we free her without killing her?
There is power within something called the Ember Temple, the power to resurrect my dear sister Patrina. So he's offering you guys, like, there's a power out there that will resurrect his sister, and also she would be a powerful ally against Strahd.
But at this point, she's a vampire and she'd try to kill us, right?
Right
she
now,
might not.
She's just kind of in a spirit form and haunts his dreams. Her body is under Ravenloft with a stake in its heart, I believe.
Okay.
It sounds very dangerous. and costly.
Yeah.
So he spills his beans. He also has seen many other adventurers in Barovia before, but none of them seem quite as successful as you guys have been so far. So that's why he's asking you for help.
Quick question. Since Tudor is not here, but I notice his card says this card sheds lights on one who will help you greatly in the battle against darkness. Evil's Bride is the one you seek.
There we go.
It's a possibility for sure.
Okay.
Good pull, John.
Good pull.
Yeah.
So, just to kind of recap, you guys have learned about the approximate location of the werewolf's den, or the den of Mother Night. I'm sorry. You've also heard about the location of the tower, and now you found out about another possible ally through something called the Amber Temple, and also somewhere in Ravenloft too. So yeah.
Does he know where the Amber Temple is?
We know where the temple is.
He does,
Yeah.
and he can absolutely give you the information to find it. Yep, he freely makes a little map of where it is.
Can you tell us
Where is it
that
relative
roughly?
to the Wizard Tower?
Let me pull up the map here real quick. Lucky. Oh, actually, I got to go back to the whole thing. Hold on. Barovia map.
Can we also give him Chucky's speech about him being suspect? And I don't know what your reputation is in this town, but after the shit you tried to pull today, you can bet I'll be looking into you.
Yeah.
Okay, so it's
Keep your ear to the grindstone.
It's quite a ways away. Do you guys see the map?
Mm-hmm.
So he points it out. He says it's right around here.
Right by Hornus's Luna Wolves. Cool.
Close to Luna Lake. Yep.
Well, so we're going to Wallachia or whatever the hell the city's called.
Yep. So
yeah.
And then I feel like
we're going to go
to Lake Baratok, which is where the Wizard Tower and the wolves are.
Yep. Lake
Agreed.
Baratok is up here.
Mm-hmm.
Amber Temple is down here. There's many other places to explore, but those are the ones that you know about so far.
Amber's probably best at a higher level, if that makes sense. Metagaming.
Mm-hmm. Makes sense.
Well, yeah, because we got to get her body from Castle Ravenloft first.
And we got to go to Tom Crest's
Fiancés, yeah.
Yeah, exactly.
All right. So that's pretty much all he's got for you guys, but a very weird, interesting person that strangely lives right next to some Vistani.
Mm-hmm.
Well, that's convenient for us.
Yeah.
Almost.
Well, how far do you want to get? Are you? Do you want to hand wave us to the town or role play it out?
Yeah. So I guess you guys would want to say goodbye to your host, and he directs you. He doesn't want you guys to go to Vallaki at all, but he understands that many people do. So he does send you on your way with his blessing, and lots of loot. You guys got to talk.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Awesome.
Yeah, Timmy, how are you going to send those magic items to everyone who got it, you know, except for Barbarius and Tudor?
Oh.
Ooh.
Yeah, I never got anything.
I was actually going to offer you something. Casimir does offer you as a... thanks for reminding me because I forgot to do this. He does offer you a scroll, Barbarius, being another elf. He has 5 scrolls, and you can choose one of them.
Oh. I'm going to cold cock him and grab all 5.
Mm-hmm.
All right, so
How do I choose?
I'm gonna tell you which. There's one that's called Arcane Lock.
Mm-hmm.
One is
boring.
comprehend languages.
Boring.
One is
Boring.
hold person.
Boring.
One is identify.
I already have it.
Boring.
And the last one is locate object.
Boring.
Yeah. Wow, this guy's a real buzzkill.
Yeah.
Well, which one's probably the most auspicious for the group?
What was the first one? A lock?
Arcane
Open
lock.
a lock? Oh, arcane lock.
And then locate
I think
object.
we would have said identify originally because we thought that was the only way to learn about magic items, but now that we know we don't need identify, I would say either the whole person is helpful in a combat situation where you might be out of spells.
I already have hold person.
But if you had it scroll, you wouldn't have to use a spell slot.
True.
Yeah.
True.
I feel like locate.
But don't I want one I can copy?
Fair enough.
Yeah, locate object. You sometimes that could come in like you're not going to use it most times, but when it comes in handy, it could come in real handy.
Mm-hmm. Good point.
What was the other one?
Arcane lock, identify.
Comprehend
languages.
And yes, locate object.
Well, Brabby already speaks like 8 languages. I don't know how helpful that would be on this particular adventure. I feel like that's real situational. I'd say the lock one or identify is not relevant. I already have hold person. I don't know. What do you guys think?
Lock or locate?
Locate or
what was the locate one?
Locate object.
What was the locate? Okay.
It looks like you can find something.
Yeah, I'm gonna go locate.
1,000 feet of you. That's what it looks like. Yep. All right. So just add that to your spell book, or just.
Wait.
I mean, you have the scroll. You can add it to your spell book, or you can just use it as a scroll.
Yeah, I'll add it to my spell book.
Yeah, because that's a sneaky hey, if a party member goes missing, but you think they're close, okay, well, what's an object they have on them?
Right.
Or there's a lot of little sneaky ways to use that.
Yeah, fair enough. All right, locate object, Swedish. All right.
Okay.
I'm gonna give him a elven
cream
farewell
pie.
Hand job.
Mm-hmm.
The history of the dusk elves is very, very interesting. You should look it up sometime. I think they only exist in Barovia. I think.
Oh.
They're not drow and they're not wood elves, but they're called dusk elves. It's kind of weird.
Is it kind of like the mules on Dark Sun?
Kinda.
Well, that's kind of fitting for a meta plane, right?
Dark Sun cut.
So you guys make it out. Like I said, it was about not quite an hour to get from where you were at to back onto the road, and you come up not on the morning gate is the one that you had seen earlier, but you are on the western gate called the Sunset Gate, and as you kind of go on the road to the village, you notice that there's some abandoned houses that you go past. And just kind of looks like a ghost town there. But you do see that inside the city, there's lots of movement going on. It's morning. People are doing their business. And you come up to the Sunset Gate. There's 2 town guards there.
Are they human?
They are human.
And what sort of business are they doing?
You can't really see in through the gates, but you do hear normal city stuff happening. Carts rolling
What's
around.
the name of the city?
It's called
Vallaki.
What is it?
Vallaki.
Vallaki.
Vallaki. Okay. And then, how big is this town?
It's
11 men.
I would say it's about double the size of Barovia.
So we think we could potentially. What kind of loot do we have where we could actually buy things that would be useful for all these adventures?
You got? I don't know. Is somebody keeping track of all this stuff?
Nope.
Oh shit. Well, yeah.
That's what the DM's for.
Yeah.
I guess I will.
Well,
send this stuff.
I'm just thinking if we had an inventory of what we had, this would be the place to cash it in and then
Absolutely.
buy some wands
I
or
can say
whatever
for
else we need.
certainty, Barbarius' share is 10 gold pieces.
Yeah,
Sounds right.
that's about right.
Mhm.
And a locate object spell. Wah, wah. Well, okay. So, well, let's play this a different way. Assuming we can eventually get an inventory, do we agree that it might behoove us to get like a cure light wounds wand or see what's in town that we could barter or purchase?
There's if there's gonna be any place to buy and sell things, it is here in Vallaki for sure.
Okay. So now we just need an inventory.
Mm-hmm.
Well,
Timmy, do we have any lists that you have been keeping track of
I
or
think
know about? And then I could even take it over. I just don't have it.
I believe Rick has been taking some inventory. Is that right?
I am. Yep, I do have some notes.
Yeah. So
Oh, Rick, so you were just being sarcastic?
I am. Yep. I mean, I don't have
God damn it,
everything because there
Rito.
was some stuff that Timmy was going to send to us, but I got a lot of notes.
And what are you
Okay.
eating?
But
Ice cream.
yeah, I don't.
oh, yeah.
I
It actually sounds like ice
No.
cream.
I
It is
actually
exactly
didn't
what it
want to
is.
know that. Yeah, I
Huge
next
bowl
time
of
let me
cottage.
know.
It's a
Yeah.
whole thing of cum.
Oh boy. Well, Timmy,
Not
can we
human.
fill in
Not
maybe
human.
those
Not human.
blanks?
I didn't hear what you said.
Well, so okay, I'm gonna propose an idea, and you tell me if it's a good or bad one. Rito, would there be any way you could like compile the inventory you have and then send it to Timmy, and he could fill in whatever you missed?
Yeah, I'm sure that's a possibility.
Yep.
All right,
For
I
sure.
feel like we're getting somewhere.
For sure.
Well, we-
Are you guys going to approach the guards? There's a male and a female guard. They actually have long pikes that they're using as weapons, and they're
Yeah.
doing their job right now, and they are guarding the gates.
Somebody with more than a 10 charisma should talk to them.
Good morning, fine guardsmen. We are travelers, and we're hoping to enter the city this morning, and perhaps we shall be spending some of our money in your fine town if we're let in.
And hand out these fine pamphlets.
Yeah. Have you heard about the wonders of Desna?
Do you have proper credentials?
Yeah.
Well,
We have
I am a
credentials.
Viscount, and I worship Bahamut, so I don't know what other credentials you might need.
Are you here for business or pleasure?
Mostly business. Perhaps we'll take some pleasure. I feel like breakfast should be coming up real quick here, and I do enjoy eating, as you can tell. And he rubs like the size of his lizard belly through his armor. But so a little bit of both, but mostly business, I would say.
You are quite a strange crew of people. I may need to talk to my superiors about letting such a strange group into our town. Just wondering.
These aren't the droids we're looking for.
I'm here for pleasure.
Yeah. Grammy's in the corner looking.
Yeah.
He's
Looking
snapping
good,
his
Billy
finger.
Ray. You look good, Lewis.
I'm just gonna throw a fireball in. I'm dumping a fireball in.
Hold on a second. All right.
When in doubt, dump a fireball in.
He's comes back and he says, "You must have credentials to enter our city. We don't just let anyone in here."
When you say
Where do we get
credentials, where would we get those if not in your fond city? You don't allow travelers who come to shop in with your merchants and eat at your inns and stay the night. You don't allow them to enter. I'm a little confused. I'm sorry.
As you know, Barovia is quite a dangerous place, and especially with the agents of Strahd out there, we do not just let anyone into our community that is safe and secure from Strahd. Thank Burgermeister for that.
Let's palm a couple silver pieces at this dork.
Yeah.
not out of my wallet?
The guards at the East Gate said you'd be a bunch of pussies.
I say we roll them. Let's roll their asses.
Hey, now.
Easy.
They ask, from where are you coming? We need to know certain information about the people that we let in through these gates.
We're with the army against Strahd von Zarovich.
Ah, yes. You have said the right thing, my friend.
Good.
Yes.
Yeah, death to the vampire tyrant. Yes, we all agree. Good.
We just spent the night with a group of his followers.
Tell us of your fabulous sausages and how we may acquire them on discount.
Have you ever heard of green pies, you two? Green pies.
In bulk.
Are you here for the Wolf's Head Jamboree?
Yes.
You're
You're too late.
a traveling minstrel.
You are too late. Was 1 week ago. Why are you really here?
I told my not bearing waggler. Always the first week in September.
Again, we are travelers, and we heard that Vallaki was the largest town and most cosmopolitan, and it has the most resources and things to offer. And our primary reason for trying to enter your town is to find some armorers, perhaps some sort of merchants who specialize in arcane and frankly spend some of our money. But I don't understand why your town wouldn't be interested in entertaining such a proposal.
We do.
Bathhouses too. Bathhouses. We need many bathhouses.
There are fine bathhouses here in Vallaki. But
Ixnay on the prostitute day.
Rabbi's just a walking wrong thing to say.
Yes, he is. They pretty much. I mean, they're telling you like, unless you have proper papers, we will not let you into this city.
Oh my God! What is it? What Eastern Bloc country are we in?
Paperwork showing that we are owners of the mill just up the road, and we are here to resupply our mill with miller's equipment
and millwork.
Yes, millwork, of which I hear the merchants of this town are well accustomed.
My friends, I have strict orders. I have strict orders from.
In need of millwork.
I have strict orders from my commander, Itzek, to not let anyone in unless they have the proper papers. You understand this? If not,
yes.
Be gone with you.
Could we speak to Itzek?
And again, I'd ask the same question I've asked, I believe, twice now, which is, where do we get the proper paperwork? It was not something we were issued to when we walked through the mist and arrived in this land.
Have you any papers from the last town that you were in, welcoming you to our town?
Do we have those papers, Timmy?
Yes.
Well, clearly we didn't remember.
There is no password.
Yeah, exactly.
Well, I forgot to tell everybody. I've got these papers.
Oh, these papers. Yes.
So you guys don't have any clue what I'm talking about.
No.
Oh my god. Okay. So suddenly somebody needs to make a an intelligence check.
Very
That ain't
I'll do
ladies.
it. I'll do it. Rita, will you roll for me?
yes. Plus 21 to this roll. Rolling die 20. An 8.
Well,
What's your intelligence, Brabby?
I have an 18 intelligence.
So that's
That'd be at 12.
plus. Okay, 12. Okay, so you vaguely remember that while you were being set upon by dire wolves, you picked up a
Oh,
note
that's
that
right.
was sealed with a stamp, a wax sealed stamp from the Burgermeister of Barovia, welcoming you to Vallaki.
Oh my God, are we so stupid?
Yeah, you
Um,
guys found it in like a little satchel on one of the dead travelers.
okay, I'm gonna pull it out of one of my sleeves where I keep my scrolls. Perhaps this would help.
Ah, this is the paper I was looking for. So he looks at it, reads it, and it actually is a personal letter from the mayor of Barovia, which is now dead, Kolyan Indirovich, and he says, "Please welcome my these travelers because they Barovia is basically given up to Strahd, and they need a safe place to be."
I'm gonna say the mayor's dead. Do these papers still suffice?
They do. Yes, you are welcome. Now, where would exactly do you need a place to stay?
What? Now you're the travel agent?
That was a turnaround.
Yes, you have the proper paperwork now. Everything is a-okay.
We don't know yet if we're going to be staying over or not, so we may need a place. If you could make a recommendation, that would be most welcome.
Yes.
We just don't know how long our business is going to take. You have quite a large town here.
So he snaps his fingers, and the a little page comes, and he's got like a little map, and it's the map that you're looking at right now. And he points out a couple of places in the town, and he says the Blue Water Inn offers food and wine and shelter to visitors. It is a very good place. There's also many other visitors that have proper credentials, mind you. Stay there. Um, there's actually other strange people that kind of look like you. A strange man with pointed ears, I believe, li- has come to Barovia and is staying at the Blue Water Inn. You might want to talk to him.
Where is that on the map, Timmy?
I'm gonna ping it.
Is it one of the N's by any chance? N7?
N7, I believe. Hold on. Areas of Vallaki. Nope, that's not it. It's N2. It's this one right here. Sorry.
Is it free to stay there?
No, nothing is quite free here in Vallaki.
What if we have papers?
If you have papers, you can go there and spend your gold like any other adventurer with proper credentials. So, yeah, he mentions the Blue Water Inn. Is there anything else that I can help you with?
No, you've been quite a help so far. Thank you very much.
Please, if you see Isek, tell him of our vigilance. He will appreciate that, and it could cost me, or it could promote me eventually.
Yes, that's just what we're going to do.
Yeah, we will be certain to mention very much your vigilance again and again.
Uh,
Mm-hmm.
how much do you know about Villaki? I can give you a couple more tips and tricks
Three pieces of information.
to this town, which is very secure.
We prefer to find out on our own. Let us proceed.
Okay, well, mind you,
Well said.
the festival of the Wolf's Head Jamboree has passed, as I had said. But coming soon is the temple of, or the
It's
festival.
like a walking
The
billboard.
Temple of Urgathoa.
Festival.
Dear God.
of the Bronze Sun, which is coming soon. We have festivals practically every week here. And enjoy.
Did you say the
stay.
Festival of the Brown Star?
Of the Bronze Sun. Yes, the Brown Star.
Excellent.
So, yeah, you guys.
I'm gonna shiv him as I walk by.
He's just doing his job.
All right.
Yeah.
So you guys make it in, and you see people on the streets. They have like some people are like would consider more noble, out getting their groceries for the day. Merchants, patchwork clothing of people that are on the more poor side of the town. Pretty typical fare. You guys walk in, and the first noticeable building that you see is a church, and very similar in many ways to the church that you saw in Barovia, but larger. I would say it's like, while that was like a towny church, this would be like a city church. Also with the paraphernalia of the Morning Lord that you see. There's a sign that says, "May the Morning Lord's blessing be upon you," on the sign as you walk by. And also you see that there's a young man who's taking his shirt off, and kind of like sweat is glistening off his body as he his muscles are kind of pumped up because he's been digging graves in the graveyard. As you walk by, you can see that, hear that. There's people that are kind of like filing in and out of the church as you walk by. The church is called St. Andrew's Church. St. Andrew's Church. Right. And you
Should we head to the inn?
Yeah, you kind of make it through town. You're kind of seeing off to your right the Burgermeister's mansion. It's kind of up on a hill. You can kind of see it through the streets a little bit. There's like a larger...
Is that N3?
That would be N3, yep. That's the Burgermeister's mansion. And you make it. You make it to N2, which is the Blue Water Inn.
Sweet. Are we done for the night, or are we...
Hold on a second.
Well, I believe it's morning, right?
It's like a mid-morning. You guys kind of got up a little late and spent a little bit of time. It's getting time for about lunchtime-ish.
Oh, it's well past time for lunch, I'll say that.
Let's get some Rubens.
Oh,
yeah.
I just had a great
Maybe
Reuben
some
yesterday.
fries.
All right.
Oh.
So, you approach the inn. The Blue Water Inn is a solid and imposing two-story structure. Kind of looks fortified almost. It's kind of interesting. It's right at the center of Vallaki. It's you guys look off to your right, and there's a crossroads there of 3 different roads, and that's really like the town square kind of area. There's a sturdy wooden door that opens into a small vestibule as you guys kind of like make your way in. It's open. There's a couple of villagers that are standing outside the inn, and they're kind of like whispering, and they're looking at you. They're like, well, who are these guys? You are an odd bunch for the people of Vallaki, for sure.
Admittedly, yeah.
They cast a curious glance in your direction as you walk by, but they kind of keep to themselves, for sure.
I'll be sticking my tongue out.
The air is thick, and there's a scent of wood smoke, kind of like in like a medieval old village, kind of Renaissance fair kind of stuff going on here. It's you're noticing very quickly that there's a lot of ravens flying around here. There's some on the roof. If you look up there, they're calling out, caw, 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 and then they fly off. You've seen like a lot of ravens almost everywhere you've been here in Barovia. It's not that surprising, but it is a little bit surprising as you walk in, you see more of this raven motif in the woodwork of this building, and you also notice that the name of this establishment is called the Blue Water Inn. It's just, there's a side of like a blue waterfall on the placard outside. You hear people talking, people eating and drinking. It's about lunchtime, so there's a good amount of people inside, and there's a bar matron that is welcoming you in. Let me pull that up real quick. Actually, let me. This is a kind of a view of it. If you can see that.
That does not look as welcoming as I envisioned.
This is more of like a almost nighttime, but it's more daytime right now. Very nice.
Let's order some food.
Yeah, somebody said something about some Reubens.
All right.
I'm going to order a plate of vegetables.
Have you guys made it to the inn? Can you see it? What are you guys seeing right now?
Black screen.
Black screen. Oh. Now I see something, yep.
All right. Is that better?
Yep.
Awesome. I forgot to put tutor in there. There we go. All right, so you guys walk on in, and the late. I'm gonna actually share something with you. You guys are all hungry, and I have a handout for you.
Looks like I only have the treasure since the Hag's Den, so.
Okay.
But I will send that list to everybody now.
All right. So you guys, show everyone. There you go.
Yeah.
Yeah, you're at the Blue Water Inn. She comes and like seats you guys at a table, and asks you what you would like. Hello, what would you like? How can I serve you?
I believe I'm gonna have your rabbit stew, please. If the rabbit stew's good, I'd like to have it, please.
We do make a fine rabbit stew here, yes.
I'm just going to order a plate of raw vegetables.
I'll have you guys sit here. That's cool. You have noticed that Irina has, like, a weight has lifted off her shoulders. She felt very strongly that she almost wanted to go to the church and pray. But she's hanging with you guys still for a little bit longer.
I would like the eggs and mash to start off, and then I would like the hard cheese and smoked meats, and then I would like the venison steak, please.
Yes, sir. Would you like anything to drink with that?
You know what? I sure would. Why don't I do a mug of ale to wash all that down?
Absolutely, sir. So she gives you she takes your order. Will you be spending the night? You look like you need a place possibly to stay.
I feel like the DM is railroading us into staying not, so perhaps we should.
Not I'm just asking a question. There are really only two places to stay here: the Blue Water Inn, and there's another one on the other side of the road. But this is much better.
Let's stay here.
We have fine accommodations. We have bunk rooms and private rooms. It is your choice. We can talk about that later. She takes everybody's order. Does anybody else want anything?
Glass of milk, glass of scotch, glass of beer.
Mug of ale. Mug of ale. So she goes out, opens the door, goes in, talks to somebody, and comes out. And she kind of like is eyeing you guys. She's looking at you like she is like measuring your worth, kind of. I don't know. It's kind of weird. It's a weird feeling that you guys are getting from her as she's bringing out the food.
Purple mash.
Purple Mash is a very fine wine from Wizard of Wine's winery.
Ah,
We know the owners.
really?
Yes.
What do you know of them?
This is piss water.
It is the best wine in all of Barovia. Not quite.
Why do you charge less for it than the Red Dragon wine then?
This is piss water. No, I don't really say that.
The Red Dragon wine is very good. We are actually running low on the Red Dragon wine, but the Purple Mash is very good as well.
You said it was the best, and I want to know why it sells for a third of the price of the Red Dragon wine. Is it supply and demand?
It is the best Purple Mash in town.
I see.
Quit
I will
asking
have your
questions.
rabbit stew and a glass of this purple mash.
Of course, sir. I mean, madam.
Yes, common
Oh.
mistake. Have you read some pamphlets on the...
All right.
I'll have a small glass of your purple mash along with my raw vegetable plate, please.
So I guess this is kind of a good place to end it. But I'll give kind of a description of the people that are in the Blue Water
Especially
Inn.
this dude.
Yeah, you got some creepy crawlies.
Yeah, there's
Yep.
some stodgy folk.
I'm looking at these guys down
The
here.
neck
in
on that guy
particular.
is awesome. Yeah.
Oh yeah, he's got a good neck.
Mhm.
I guess Irina is kind of sitting next to a guy. The two on the right are looks like possibly hunters. They have like hunter accoutrement. There are here. Oh jeez, what the heck? There are like pegs in the hallway, and people have placed their like clothes they've hung their cloaks and such as they come in and sit down and eat.
I'll loot them.
If you take a look around, there's two balconies above you on the east and the west, which look down over the tap room, and then there's a staircase to the north that leads up to the east balcony. And you kind of see a gleam of light reflecting off the polished wooden banister. This place is well kept. You see that for sure. The windows are fitted with thick shutters that can be barred shut, giving this place a very secure feeling. And then there's lanterns that are hanging. The gleam of light reflecting off the tables. They're clean. There's an amber glow throughout the room. The walls are decorated with wolf heads. You can see that. And there are quite a few symbols of ravens that add to the rustic charm.
What about the other creepy crawlies in here? You talked about the two hunters, but what about the other dudes?
So
especially this guy.
the waitress comes back in and
Easy.
introduces herself as Danica Martikov. She is the barkeep and server of the place and owner of the establishment.
Loved you in the Wonder Years. Fantastic.
And if you guys have a question for her, she'll answer and tell you about any of the people that are in the room.
What are these people at the next table over? What's their story?
Are you talking about the hunters?
The dandy and the two dudes.
Oh, okay. Oh, so that man over there is Rictavio. You should listen to his tales. He is a traveling bard and a bard sucking
Wind sucking
wind
bard.
sucking bard.
Yes.
Is he sucking the wind?
He has fabulous tales, and every night he regales our customers with wonderful stories about his travels here in Barovia.
Was he born on the wagon of a traveling show?
He is. I wager much like you, and brought here to Barovia through the mist.
Mm.
The people he's talking to some people, and they are paying full attention to him, like he's telling a story that's quite interesting. You hear something about a plant that eats men. You're hearing some kind of strange things coming from his table, but everybody's enthralled with his story. He does say he's a bard, and he has. It looks like he's got. Maybe elven ears or half elven ears. He doesn't look quite human.
And the other two guys with him are just kind of like local hunters.
They're just local patrons to the Blue Water Inn. It looks
The
like
tavern.
yeah. Like to the right, those guys.
Is he wind sucking?
He is wind sucking like crazy right now. And then the other two down by the bar. She kind of like leans down a little bit, not so they can't hear, but she says, those are the Wachter boys over there. They're here almost every night getting drunk. I'll take their money, but they get into lots of trouble in this town. So they are known as the Wachter boys. One is named Carl, and the other one is, I can't remember his name.
Mitchell.
No, it's
Agar.
Ah,
Carl
Borak.
and Agar.
Crap.
The Iron Ass.
The wolf hunters are named Soldar and Yevgeny.
Yevgeny.
Yevgeny. And the Wachter boys are.
Очень хорошо. Skulshnaya Yorokaya.
we definitely want to talk to the wolf hunters, but I don't know if we want to do that next session.
Yeah, let's end with a nice meal, and
And Till already pissing and moaning via email that he didn't get any treasure.
Nice.
Sweet. Love it.
Glad I
leave a
could
couple
ruin his
seconds.
night.
Yeah.
It's like, I can't play tonight because what? I don't know.
Yeah.
All right. Anyways, yes, congratulations, guys. You have made it to level 6. I think
Yay, I'm gonna work on character.
what I'll do is I'll work on some of those loots that you got and put them on your characters for you. And I think you should identify them. If I were you, I would identify them tonight.
You mean attune them?
I would identify them before I attune them. You got them from some people that work for Strahd, so
Yeah.
I think that would make sense.
That makes total sense, and I leave it to Barbarius.
Yeah, I'll identify them.
All right.
All right, and then our next date is now the 13th, correct?
Well, that's a good question. I mean, we have two options, right? We can play on the 29th and then start a 2-week every or we can take a longer break. So I can do next week, the 13th and the 27th, or we can take a break and I can do the 13th, the 27th, and the 10th.
Let's do the latter.
All right.
Yeah.
2-week break starting on the 13th, 27th, and 10th, and then Horton, you're gonna pick up on the 24th or the 17th. It's your choice.
I'll be ready.
I'll be back.
All right, cool.
Good.
Well
All right.
rolled,
Yeah,
Tom
good job
Tom.
tonight, bud.
Good
Yeah.
job.
Like
Fun
spicing
boon
it up a
weekle.
little bit.
What's that, Timmy?
Spicing it up a little bit. You guys had
Yeah,
to roll
yeah.
initiative, but not for battle.
Right. Yeah.
Oh, it was a battle.
Yeah.
It was a battle.
It was a dance-off.
Love is a battlefield, and
Mm-hmm.
frankly, everybody but Barbarius navigated it well.
So Barbarius did get something,
Mm.
and also you guys got a lot of information, which was part of the dance.
Yeah.
All of
Yeah,
which
Bradley
we had
got
forgotten.
something.
So, all right, cool.
Wow. Okay, cool.
Any
All
other?
right, I've got to go because I got to go rub one out. But...
Jack's Pizza.
Jack's Pizza time.
Yeah, rub out a jack.
Yeah, Jack's
Yeah.
Pizza time. All right, awesome job, Timmy. And I'm going to work on my character in the morning. And you work on yours for me. It's like character work.
Yeah.
It's like a circle jerk.
Yeah.
I'm actually once again I'll repeat what Till said, which is DMing is hard, and John and anybody who else wants to do this, thank you so much for doing it.
Yeah, for sure.
I mean I enjoy a lot
Yeah,
of parts of it,
agreed.
but my favorite part of DMing is like just making the maps, but
Yeah, yeah.
but like actually doing the like role playing stuff is hard for me. So
You
Well,
did
you
great.
do great. Yep, it was
Yeah,
fun.
good work, Timmy.
hey, has anybody
right.
gotten this yet? The
No.
Player's
What?
Handbook?
What? You're breaking up. I can't hear you.
I want to hear your review.
I actually got it last
Sorry.
week, but I just really haven't had time to go through it that much. But
Not everybody.
good night.
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 It definitely has some much cooler character options now than it used to,
Yeah, that's what I've heard.
and I'm actually very excited to play a character from this, and
Right.
I would love for us to do that somehow.
I think we should too. I agree with you.
Yeah.
I've heard now there's something like 244 combinations out of the original book. Is that right, or is that way off?
Well, it's just because there's more like backgrounds or play a role in your character, and the origins of your character.
Gotcha.
Give you
Okay.
certain things. There's a lot more feats. It's just interesting, and one of the other interesting things is like the weapons act kind of differently. There's different things that happen with each weapon. I mean,
Really?
they actually put a lot of
Nice.
work into the weaponry, which I think is kind of neat too.
That is neat. Well, I don't know if you saw that review I threw in Slack, but basically they say it's the best edition of the PHP that they've ever put out, which could very well be.
I
I'm
mean,
curious.
I agree. I agree with that. I made a huge mistake though because I bought this, but I didn't get the online version, and it was only $10 if I did that, and I didn't.
Yeah,
But
that is a.
I didn't realize it. I thought I was ordering it with that, and I didn't. And now I have to pay another $30 if I want to get that.
Now, did you have to do any sort of pre-order for this, or is it on sale in stores right now? I thought it didn't come out yet.
Yeah, I pre-ordered it, and they sent it early.
Gotcha.
And,
Gotcha. Okay.
And like I said, I thought I ordered both of them, but
Yeah. Yep.
I pushed the wrong button. I don't know what I did.
So you just got paper only. Yeah. Okay.
Which is fine. That's fine.
Does it go into your D&D Beyond account, or does it go?
It does it unless I buy it,
Gotcha.
and
That's tough.
that's what I meant to do, and I'll probably do it later, but I'll probably do it next year. It's on sale.
They still
All
have
right,
to.
boys. I'm out of here too.
All right. Good night, ladies.
Have a good night, boys. See ya.
Yeah, you guys too.
All right. Yeah. Good night. I'll see you.
Good roll, Tom Tom.
See you next time.
All right, Tommy. See you later.
All right. Good night.
Bye bye.